New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are with
Good evening,
season 2 in the books of
Mr.
preseason.
Anderson.
So, by the way, right out the gate, Von Miller apparently signed with the Cowboys.
Oh, the carpetbagger, Von Grifter.
Yes.
So he's moving on up, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, like, you know how we do like a top 10 list or whatever? I have the list here,
Mhm.
but and I'll give everybody a chance here. So let me see, so I can give y'all some further context because we're gonna definitely talk about the game. In 10 years since Tom Brady, since 2010, I think I believe, Tom Brady has
Yep.
won 79 games, right? Since then, there's 15 games. There's 15 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 teams that have won less than 78 games.
Right.
Since then, can you guess? Can you try to guess what the teams are? I'll give everybody 4 tries.
Okay. It's 15 teams. Say that again. Repeat that part again, Shake.
Okay, in 10 years, there's been 15 teams in the last 10 years that have won less than 79 games. Tom Brady himself won 79 games since 2010. There's
So
15
he
teams
him
that have
alone
has
has
less
So
than
in
78
so
wins.
in 16 years, these teams have had less than 79 wins.
Yes.
Have all the ones in the top 10 had less than 79, or is it the top 10 closest to
The next
79?
two. So the top 2.
11 has 80. 11 has 80 basically.
Well, the last 2 have they're close. Well, okay, one has 80, which is the Lions. Dolphins have 82.
Okay.
Chargers have 84. San Francisco has 84. Buccaneers 85. Saints.
right.
Well, I'm not gonna say because it'll give away the teams. So
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
So there could be
So
some in the top 10 with more than 79. It's just
It's 78.
the lowest.
The lowest two are 78, 76,
Okay,
77, and 76.
gotcha.
right,
Gotcha.
but
Hey,
there's
Shay.
15 total teams that's got 79 wins for
Less than
that
79
decade.
wins.
Hey,
Yep.
Shay.
They got 78 wins
Before
or
we get
less.
started,
Okay.
Yes,
can we
sir.
can we acknowledge that Dad Dean unfortunately passed away tonight? His
What?
last in
Who?
the chat. Yeah, Dad Dean's father
Oh,
passed away.
man. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry
Oh,
to hear
his
that.
Dad
father.
Dean.
Oh,
Yeah, his father passed away.
well,
Oh,
condolences for sure. I thought you
Yes.
Yeah,
said Dad Dean at first, which is
prayers,
not
love, and
any,
condolences for you, man. Same
worse
to
or
you.
better.
and it was today. Wow.
Well, my father passed away tonight. My family
My
and I were
condolences.
able to say our goodbyes. He is with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. I appreciate you.
Well,
My
much
condolences, man.
condolences to you,
Condolences.
Dean and the Dean family,
And while we're at
Mrs. Dean.
it, Chef Drew is in the building. Daniel Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on? Jimmy Satterfield, also, what's up? Thank you for that, Mr. Polk.
Not a problem.
So,
And how you doing, Mr. Pope?
I'm doing pretty well. How's everybody else doing?
all right.
Pretty good.
So,
Pretty
Mr.
good.
Polk, I'll give you the first crack. Who do you think are the fifth? Name 4 teams that you think have less than 78 wins.
Has less than 7-8 wins.
79.
That's a 79 wins. Let's see. Detroit.
No, they got 80,
They
80
cracked
wins.
it in the last couple. Right. Yep. I want to say that the last 2 seasons did it for them. Put it over.
Okay, all right. Let me think. New Orleans Saints. Let's see, New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints. Let me see. Where are they? Where are the Saints? Did they go? No, they have 92 wins.
Whoa.
Remember, they had Sean Payton for a while.
Right,
Wow.
right,
For that
right,
10
right,
years,
right,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
The early 20 teams is what helped them out.
Jacksonville definitely got to be on there.
Jacksonville is with 28 with 63 wins.
Okay, it's Jacksonville. Let's see.
You got one more.
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers with 61 wins. So yeah.
Okay.
Good one. Good one. Carter, go ahead. Give me your 4 teams that you think that's on there.
I don't know. I missed you. Everybody picked so far, but I would say
Panthers and Carolina are off the board, by the way.
the Panthers and Carolina.
Are off the
Both
board.
of them in the same city, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Right.
same cat.
Even just say this.
Same whatchamacallit when they came in. So 63 and 61.
Say Jacksonville.
But no, Carolina, yeah, Jaguars, they're off the board. So
Oh, they're off the board. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry if I keep saying people that are off the board. I was distracted for a moment.
All right.
Let's see. I'll go Arizona.
Arizona with 61 wins. Yep.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Do I get 3 more, or
Yeah,
we all
you get 3
do
more.
it?
You get 3 more. You get 3 more.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to say, the Bears.
The Bears. Where are the Bears? The Bears have 68 wins. Yep, that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have to say Detroit.
Detroit has 80.
Ooh, man, just lost one by 1. All right.
Yeah.
It was that 0-16 season. I thought I was gonna get away with Detroit. Let's see here, but looks like Goff has made it up.
And Dan Campbell,
But
forget the meat writer.
You did, yeah. In the last 2 years,
yeah.
They have won 15 games
And
in 1 year. 14.
so we'll go for my last one. I'll go with the football club that is formerly known as the Redskins and will be known again probably as the Redskins from Washington.
68.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go.
Yep. They've had some droughts.
3 out of 4.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Crypto? What you got? Give me your 4.
All right. I'll start out with Cleveland.
Cleveland, yep, 55.
Of course.
What?
55. Wow. They must
Yeah.
be number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
No,
they
no,
that
sorry,
was the other
59.
team that
59,
that was the
59.
other team that went winless, I think, at one point.
Yeah, they got 59. Sorry,
Yep.
59. I
Yeah.
got to give them their 4 games. There's a team on here that will surprise you, and it surprised the hell out of me, too. So,
Us in there. As one shake, the Jets. They've had
Jets with
quite a
49.
long streak.
Jets have
Yeah,
49.
right. Yeah, the Jets are clearly, because even though they went to the championship within that time period,
No,
they
I think
squeezed
it
out
was
the
before
championship
2010.
appearance.
I think it was before 2010 they went to the championship.
No, it was after, because the butt
Yeah.
fumble year with Sanchez was in the 20 teens.
Okay.
I remember that one. Yeah.
So 49, yeah. Either way, 49 wins.
Let's see. I said the Browns, Jets.
And by the way, they're the
I'm
worst
going
one.
to-
They're the worst team, 49.
Out of all of them, yeah, because they had like a streak where they were just winning 5 games a season. Oh wow. Until that one breakout year. Let's see. I'm gonna go with I'll add Cincinnati to that.
The Bengals, yep, 71 wins.
Yep. Because
one
I'm
more.
thinking they've had some misery a little bit before the Burrow days. The Cardinals was mentioned. I would go with Seattle.
Seahawks have 101 wins.
Oh yeah, they too many. They had too many. That's right. They had the Russell Wilson years. What am I thinking? Damn, the Raiders.
Well, so Raiders got 68. But all right, here we go. The two
Tampa
worst
Bay.
teams, the
That's
two
the bottom of the team.
teams with
Yep.
the 2 teams with the least wins is 49 and 55. And ironically, they're the only teams in New York that have a Super Bowl. The Jets and the Giants.
The Giants is the other one.
Giants have
I was gonna
55
pick the
wins.
Giants.
Jets have 49. Cleveland Brown has
And they got
59.
2 Super Bowls in that era too, Shake.
Yeah. 61 for
They won it
the
twice.
Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers got 61. Jags got 63. Bears got 68. Raiders 68.
Yep.
Commanders 68. Bengals 71. Atlanta 76. Broncos 76.
Really? The Broncos?
Texans 77. Titans 78. And the Colts 78. And,
That changes. The Broncos this year takes them out of it.
Michael K should be happy because the 4 teams with the most wins is the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, and the so the Chiefs with 118, Bills with 105, Ravens with 103, and then Eagles, Steelers, and
Eagles the 4th?
Seahawks are tied with 101. Green Bay has 99, Vikings 97. Even with that, the 2 bad years the Patriots had, they have 97. Cowboys at 96, Rams 96, Saints 92, Bucks at 85, 49ers 84, Chargers 84, Dolphins 82, and then the Lions at 80.
Yeah, that shout out to Joe Philbin for keeping us out of the gutter. We almost we the suck for luck years is what's got us out of that one.
By the
We
way,
screwed that
ordering
one up.
super boxes on Monday and Tuesday. I'll have 3. Hey, so anybody interested, hit up Michael K or hit myself up. I'll give you, So
Now it's the
shout out
March.
to
Just
Michael K.
Now
updated
it's,
mine today.
y'all know the new lingo is March for Arch. That's the
March for
new
Arch?
slogan. Yes, we're marching for Arch.
Oh, boy.
That's
And by the way,
we're gonna
before
get
we get into
we're gonna get the t-shirts.
By the way, look at the new logo HB did for us.
Oh, it's nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Insomnia.
I like the
Yeah,
moon.
South
that is
Florida
nice.
Sports, NFL News. Insomnia. I like the moon drop with the football. I
Yeah,
like
but the
that.
football in there, that's
Yeah, I
nice.
like the moon. That's cool. That's real nice.
All right.
Like the moon.
So here we go. Who are the two worst
Jesus.
QBs on this list?
The
The
two
two
words.
worst QBs on that list.
Jameer Gibbs,
Mm.
Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, and Devon Achane.
I definitely got. I know.
Oh,
Well,
worst
gotta be
running backs.
Christian
I thought you said
McCaffrey.
QBs. I'm like, what?
My bad. Running backs. My bad. Who are the worst running backs?
Christian
The
McCaffrey
worst running backs.
on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Christian McCaffrey.
How many you had to pick? One or two?
Two. Who are the two?
Okay, two worst.
And I
I'm not
would say
looking at my
as
phone.
currently constructed.
Okay,
Well,
well,
starting
Wow.
this new year.
definitely got to say Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah,
older.
because he's almost
see.
injured out.
Eagles. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Obviously,
McCaffrey,
if
and
you was
I
if you was
can't
to start
pick
from the
Taylor
beginning,
Barkley.
obviously he's not going to be that one.
Right.
I can't go with John
It'd be a lot
Gibbs
harder.
either.
Good
That's
grief,
hard.
how I'm picking the other one.
Based
I
on
would say
injury, if
Jonathan
McCaffrey
Taylor just
definitely.
because current situation, Colts, nowhere, no hope, nowhere to go because their quarterback.
Well,
Yeah,
then I'm gonna
Jonathan
say
no, but he
Taylor.
Christian
I
was
think.
McCaffrey
leading
and
rusher though.
Saquon
I can't
Barkley.
even pick him neither. I'm gonna go with
No. I
Barkley.
can't say Barkley.
Saquon, huh? You go with Saquon. I think Saquon is like
I
the
Jimmy
don't know.
Satterfield said
He's
Walter
a
Payton of
McCaffrey and
our
consistent. He's a
Taylor.
time,
stud.
dude.
I ain't gonna lie. He's a.
I think Saquon's the RB goat right now, man. In my opinion.
No, I kind of favor Gibbs for some reason, but it's just a preference.
Like
Jamar.
Saquon is that guy, crypto, that like Emmett and Barry and all them guys used to be for the league. You know what I mean? I think he's above everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Let's see. See, I don't know that much about
He's on another level.
Gibbs.
Right.
Gibbs,
Taylor.
Gibbs is really consistently good though. That's why I can't really pick him either. I don't want. I mean, a lot of people don't hear about him as much, but he is really good, man.
Okay. Well, Shake, I'm gonna go with McCaffrey and Taylor.
Okay.
It's hard to pick it wasn't even. It's not. It's hard to pick the other ones.
I'm with you,
Yeah, I
Kaepernick
Mr.
one,
understand.
Folk.
and then Taylor, and then
Yeah.
I go with Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them are probably the most injury prone too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
Mr.
have to go with Mr. Polk on that one as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, even
So
Mr.
no
Polk,
even
takers
you're
on
Satterfield.
killing
A
it
chain.
tonight.
A
I
chain's a
couldn't hear
shoe
you.
in
Mr.
for.
Polk taking the lead.
I couldn't hear you, Colin.
I said, Mr.
Oh my
Polk taking the
God.
lead tonight.
No, I'm slowly learning. I've been. Let me
That's a
say
good
this real quick.
list.
Because
Shake.
I used to have a night job for many years, I missed out on a lot of football. So it's like I'm trying to catch up.
But
Since
you were
I'm
off on
retired.
Sunday, so you know what I mean?
Okay.
Nah, but see,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
weekends
As
I
long
had
as you're
to.
off
You
Sunday
do
and Monday,
fine.
you're
You do
good.
No
fine
shit, but
because
on
you
weekends when
just
I was
trust your
off,
eyes, so you do
I had to
fine.
go deal with my parents
Okay, I
and
got
do
you.
things for my parents. So that's why I say I missed out on a lot of football. So I'm just trying to catch up now that I'm
I
retired.
got you. Hey man, you had a good
Right.
guy, Mr. Paris Love, helping you out with football. Y'all used to talk about football all the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paris Love, man. Miss that dude.
Yeah, he's still out there working.
Yep. By the way, today's Thursday scores: Raiders beat Texans 22-20. 49ers trounced the Chargers 41-17. Jets beat the Steelers. So that's another former team that Aaron Rodgers couldn't beat. 17-0. Panthers beat Jaguars 34-17. Packers beat Broncos 33-13. Giants beat. Hey, listen, Michael K. I know you'll smile when I say this. The the Giants beat the Dudfins because that's what they were today. The Dudfins, 26-3. Commanders.
Yeah.
Lions
Yes.
beat the Commanders
Dolphins.
17-3. Ravens beat the Vikings 13-3. Bills trounced the Browns 31-7. Sanders threw an interception. Falcons destroyed the Colts. I think Tua single-handedly beat the Colts 34-16 for his the revenge game for last year's opener. And then 34-0, the Saints. Rams beat the Saints, and then 27-9, Bengals over the Bears. 24-21, Eagles, and then 16-15, the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. Let me see the stat lines on this because, damn, that's a lot of points. And let me see.
Seems like everybody that lost big was had defense day or something, bro.
And by the way, Tua didn't play not one single snap.
We was out there in Indianapolis, Shake. We was out there hanging out at that diner, at that Happy Days diner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah. Tua did not play Tua didn't play not one snap.
What?
Right. That's probably why they won. Yeah. I think the Happy Days experience, we were bummed out, so it rubbed off on the team, Shake. We should have played one of those 50 songs at the diner.
I tell you what, that diner was the only Happy Days that day. Because my Gators lost to Southwest Florida the day before.
Yes, they did.
Then I witnessed
that whole weekend was spoiled for Shake. Yeah, that was a bad weekend for Shake. Saturday was bad. And Sunday you had to go witness in person the collapse.
Yeah. And then I had to wake up at 2 in the morning to catch a flight. Damn.
That was a long weekend for you, Shake. Then you had to sit in the plane where you couldn't lift your seat back, right?
I don't know. I remember. Yeah. I slept on the couch because the buddy who's the driver. Remember, I slept on the couch in the Airbnb. So yeah. But hey, man, I had a good time.
Oh yeah, you went downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was cool. I left my food in the refrigerator. I didn't think I took all my food out of the refrigerator. If I remember.
Yeah,
because I couldn't eat it all.
Yeah, Happy Days. That was a good restaurant.
Yeah. No, I had to toss it out. That's what I did. I remember that morning. I couldn't finish it. I was like, damn it. Monday, Sunday, Happy Days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a good restaurant. I ain't gonna lie, that was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I had the steak and grits.
Yeah.
Steak and grits, that sounds great.
Yep, I had the grits with the pancake and the bacon. Yep. No, I think I had waffles that time. Yep. Yeah, the grits was good though. I ain't gonna lie.
So I'm watching season 1 of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and there was an episode where Jazz set Will up with his sister, and the sister was Vivica Fox.
Okay.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because they were at a restaurant, right? And they and what they ordered made me think of crypto. They had the she said they had the swordfish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They ordered the swordfish.
Okay.
I'll take the swordfish. I'm like, oh shit, swordfish.
Yep. You got the swordfish. Got the good old tasty swordfish.
So Carlo, tell us backstage, what did you think of this performance?
Oh, so you mean today?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, obviously, as I was saying backstage before we started the show, Like I watched it for 2 seconds, but the highlights that I saw, like all I saw was a bunch of missed tackles all over the place. Guys, bumping people to try to take him down. Scattaboo running or whoever running for touchdowns. Jameis Winston running for a touchdown. And, correlate that with the measly 50 yards of rushing we had on offense.
Oh,
And
damn. It
and
sounds like we had
19
a
minutes
bad
of
outing.
time 19 minutes of time of possession, which means the Giants basically had their personal offensive practice day today. And our defense
Yeah.
obviously needs it because missed tackles. One of the I mean, it's not the only thing that causes a low time of possession for your team. But if you're missing tackles, you're not getting off the field. And that means more minutes for your opponent on offense. So 19 minutes of time of possession doesn't surprise me. Is a direct correlation to what I saw on the highlights of just over and over again missed tackles. I did see a nice deep shot from. So in case anybody wasn't aware, Malik wasn't scheduled to play today, and that's a healthy scratch. And apparently Quinn Ewers is. That's what the news said. And so Cam Miller got the start today, and uh, as far as I saw, took a nice deep shot. Looked like it was Coleman that made the catch through two defenders. Nice little grab. He's on it all the way in. It's probably the highlight of the day. Like I said, 50 yards of rushing. Jalen Wright was toting a rock in the beginning of the game, at least. I don't know how much action anybody else got. There you go. I mean, it effectively, this is one of those games where it's obviously
Right.
practical purpose of it was for other things besides competing and winning, which is okay. It's a preseason game. I mean, I didn't expect anything else. It's as I was saying again backstage. I think today was probably more of
Happy poop.
more of a mock run for all the news networks and the stadium staff because obviously it's our first home game. So everybody, the value in it was probably better. The stadium staff probably got more value in today's game than anybody else, unless you're a coach evaluating players. So that's pretty much how the day went.
No, I don't think that. By
Yeah.
happy poop, I guess. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean,
Happy
That's what I
poop.
mean.
hard to criticize it because it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Given week of the preseason in any given year could use a single preseason game, whatever they want. We'll never know what it is. You know what I mean? So it's hard to really criticize. You can critique, things like missed tackles and fundamental stuff, but
Yeah, only the
criticize, I don't
fundamentals.
know about that. Not, other than, I mean, I guess if you went out there with the intention of doing better on offense, then you had a
Yeah.
bad day, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know if that was what the intention was, given that we're starting somebody that half the fan base has never even heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not just missed tackle. The penalties were also kind of
Oh yeah, 8
bad
penalties
too
here.
because
Yep.
there was some runs, and there was some plays that were called back, and that. But the tackle, man, oh my goodness! I mean,
Yeah, horrendous.
I saw one guy, instead of tackling, man, looked like all he did was just hit him. He didn't even raise his arms up to try to grab the man and what have you. I mean, good, come on, man. you're not
Yeah,
gonna be on
almost
the
as
team.
if we were in light contact mode.
Yeah, I mean, good
Ball.
grief, man. You got wrap, put your arms around people, wrap them up, and what have you. I like what I like what I seen with Kevin Coleman Jr. Um, he's kind of flashed. And when I say this, I'm not saying that he's going to start. I'm just saying he's sort of played good in this game. The running game was, to me, the running game was a little bit okay, but it just like I said, some runs got called back because of penalties. Looked like Ollie Gordon got dinged up. Michael K, I disagree with you on Ollie Gordon, and I'm not changing my mind on that. And then Jalen Wright, he got dinged up a little bit. So I don't know if they brought in, what's the guy's name, Carlos Washington Jr. I don't know if he came in or not, but that might be somebody they
And who's number 84?
By the way, we got a special guest in the back. I
go
guess
ahead.
He came early tonight. He came early tonight.
No, it's not the person we think about. Just he's part of the Bliss pickup. I guess he's fuming. He wants to be the Rabbit Dolphin once again. Shout out
Well,
to
they
Giovanni
were
Lewis.
rocking today, bro.
Lewis,
They
what's
were
good?
rocking today. Jamming today, man. All kinds of people watching your party today, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that color. What's up, Shake? Crypto,
What's
Mr.
good?
Paul, what's good?
What's up, Lou?
Oh man. It sucks. It sucks when you're right.
Well, Kazmatic is the next Hall of Fame tight end.
Yeah. He's definitely
He got
making an
5
impact.
words out, and I'm
We were
already
able to run
laughing,
the
dude.
shit out of the ball today. Listen, this team sucks, gentlemen. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give you all some numbers just to illustrate how bad it was. Not only did we lose 26-3, we had 109 total yards of offense in 4 quarters.
Damn.
109.
Even
They
against
had 24
fourth
first
string
downs. We
defense?
had 3 in 4 quarters. They had 6 scoring drives. Again, we had 3 first downs in 4 quarters. I'm so tired of this team when all I hear is, well, it's very vanilla. Well, no shit. The Dolphins ain't the only team in the NFL that is doing vanilla or playing vanilla football in the NFL. But they look atrocious while they're doing it. You don't think the Giants were vanilla today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They had
Yeah, they were
Jameis
just moving the
Winston
ball up and down the
playing, bro.
field, though.
Jameis Winston took the
The
pylon, bro.
The last
Like,
time we seen Jeff Hafley coach a game in a real NFL game, his defense gave up 26 points in 1 quarter. That was the last time we seen Jeff Hafley. It looks like it. It's mind-boggling how trash it looks. Like everything looks trash. I got a question for you, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Crypto, there you go. Maybe you can answer.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you
can you hear
think?
me?
Yeah, I hear you. Do you
All
think?
right.
Do you think we're coaching anybody up? Have you seen any development from anybody? No, without trolling, I'm trying to have a conversation. Have you seen
No,
development
I
from
haven't.
anybody?
I have to say I haven't. No, not really. No, I haven't. As far as coaching somebody up,
considering
no.
how the
To answer
tackling
the
looked
question,
today,
no,
I'd
Lou.
say no.
Because the
I
fundamentals
haven't
ain't
seen
there.
no tackling at
That
all.
leads to coaching.
By the
That
way,
And
colors
shout out
too
to
point.
many
Joe Mom. I haven't
penalties.
seen him in a while.
So yeah, to answer your question, Lou, no, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know, gentlemen. It's gonna be a rough season for sure.
Yeah, that's why I say buckle up, guys.
Well, I have 5 wins, but I think I'm going to drop it down to 3. Tell you the
Yeah, it's
truth.
starting to look like more like 3.
Mr.
Because
Well,
Paul,
actually, you know
because
what,
you,
Mr. Polk?
I know
you
I,
taking
I
the under
understand.
now,
Listen,
Mr.
I know
Paul?
it's early and what have you. I know it's early, but
Yeah, I'll be right back. I can't hear Mr. Paul.
oh,
All right.
okay.
oh, okay.
No, I know it's
I'm
early, but
I'm
I
watching a
just don't.
replay of the game right now because I didn't watch it live. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching
You bet.
Harbaugh give Halfley a hug, and they're doing a pregame ritual. So yeah, I'm going to check out this live.
You're falling back to the under, Mr.
So
Paul.
is it something to get
Yeah,
excited
because it
for?
just
No,
I don't
absolutely
know. It
not.
just
I don't
even
blame you.
with I know
I think we're
I
adjusting
know
all of
those
our
were
numbers
second and
now
third string
downward.
guys, but
Mr.
man,
Polk at
I didn't
5, down
see
to 3. I'm at 3, probably down to 1.
Well, see,
I
So
didn't
Mr.
yeah,
see
Polk,
any
you're
I didn't
right.
see any
You're
kind
right.
of
It's like third and fourth string guys,
that's where I'm at.
but third and fourth string
I had it
guys
splitting with the
shouldn't stop
Jets,
us
but
from
we
wrapping
just
up.
might
You
get
know what I
swept by
mean?
them.
no. That's what
But
I'm saying. There was no tackling at all. I didn't see no tackling. All I
but,
see
but
was guys
the,
reaching out. I seen guys
Go ahead,
putting a
Lou.
pass on somebody, but
no,
not
Mr. Paul's
trying to bring
talking.
them down. It just,
Okay,
I
yeah,
mean,
hang
good.
on.
You can go to a park and watch football players tackle better than what I seen
Uh huh.
today.
That
Yeah,
little
it,
kid they
Man,
interviewed from
that was
Mr.
bad.
Polk, that little kid they interviewed from West Palm that went down there today. He got to be a he got to play in that flag football game the football game in the practice hangar, man.
And
I'm
that's what
sure
it
he
looked like
knows
to
how to
me,
wrap
flag
up.
football.
I'm sure he
ha-
knows how to rap when he's tackling.
has anybody on this roster gained? Do they have so much confidence in this team that the starters shouldn't be playing?
Mm.
No,
Like,
that's what struck me.
That's what
Lewis,
bothers me.
when I turned on the game, bro, I saw two plays. Like the game was starting. The announcer, the commentator said, Malik Willis not scheduled to play today. Quinn Ewers is banged up. So who gets the start? Cam Miller. As soon as I saw two handoffs, bro, I turned the game off. I'm like,
if
this
you
is like, what the fuck are we like? Really, bro?
if
I'm
you
with
want
you,
to
man. Like
if you want to tell me,
we're
right?
there. We're
It,
there
it
already. You know, that was
it's crazy. No, no, it's not only. If you want to tell me Devon A. Chain ain't gonna play, okay, cool. I watched Devon A. Chain. I know what I'm gonna get from A. Chain. Cool.
yeah,
If
yeah,
Right.
if
The
yeah.
running
if
back
you
position, I'm not as hard on.
if you want to tell me Jordan Brooks ain't playing, okay, cool. I get it. He's led the league in tackles the last 2 seasons. Okay, cool. I get it. If we're gonna be honest with ourselves in this situation, and again, let me preface: Malik is an upgrade over Tua. Tua was trash. I think Malik is going to actually be pretty good to almost great this season. I truly believe that. But overall, he's been a career
Probably
fucking
should have played
backup.
a series, dude.
He
Probably should have played a series, dude.
color. I'm gonna tell you right now. I watched Tom Brady with Bill Belichick while they were in their Super Bowl fucking run. Tom Brady was playing mid into the fourth fucking quarter. If
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah,
When
and
they was
Brady
doing that Super Bowl run. Yep.
if Tom Brady can play in
what's
the
with this Quinn
preseason,
Ewers? Yeah,
Huh?
what's with this Quinn Ewers banged up? What's banged up mean? That Quinn Ewers
No,
can't
no
get a
Quinn Ewers
series
gonna
in.
be out,
Yeah.
Quinn
from
Ewers
what I heard.
supposedly is a groin injury or something. But either way, fuck. Even without Malik, our rookie left guard Caden Proctor only
Right.
plays 3 series. He can't fucking play. Caleb Douglas, that everybody tells me is Justin Jefferson in the fucking making. He can only play 3 fucking plays.
Mm-hmm.
Did Chris Bell get any stats today? Because they
That's
No,
said
Chris,
crazy.
they made him
no,
active.
no. He
What
didn't
they
play.
make him active? So what they activate him for?
So the fan base didn't you see color? The fan base was, oh my God, they're so excited because Chris Bell dressed. I don't give a fuck what Chris Bell is dressed. Is he playing?
I was excited because I wanted to see him play. Like,
But that's
if he
what I'm
Right.
saying.
didn't play, I ain't excited.
But he's
Hey,
not
but
playing. That's what I'm saying. Again,
I can
hey,
put
Lewis,
on
real
pads.
quick.
I can order pads from Sears and put on pads and look in the mirror if
it,
that's what I
it,
wanted to look at. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Lou,
it,
real quick.
if
Speaking of,
teams in the NFL
real quick, Lou,
were
can you hear me?
based on winning games and Super Bowls off their PR department, the Miami Dolphins would probably win the Super Bowl every fucking year.
Can you hear me,
They
Lou?
got the best
You
PR team
should.
in the business.
Yeah, we got you,
Um,
Shake.
Well,
can you
yeah,
hear?
and Tua
Oh, my
Tua
fault, Shay.
tightened
I
them
can't hear
all
Shay.
up too
You can't hear Shake the
with
other?
his communications major.
No, I'm
He
sorry.
tightened them all
My
up
bad.
too, Lewis.
Yeah, sometimes the audio
Tua,
goes in and out with some speakers.
Tua
Can you
was
hear him,
holding
Color?
propaganda seminars in the building, man. He taught the team everything they needed to know.
Color, can you hear
Yeah.
me?
I can hear
Color.
you, Crypto. Can you
Yeah,
hear
Yeah,
me?
What
I
everybody
about
can't
got
hear
you.
Shake. Yeah.
what about
Oh,
Shake?
I'm back.
Yeah, I can hear Shake.
I can hear you, Shake.
Yeah, sometimes the mic
No, man.
goes
I
out when it
mean
go in
that
and
that
out.
was
Yeah,
terrible.
tell
Man,
Shake I'm sorry. I can't hear him. But yeah, I'm
What
with
about
you.
you, Mr. Pope?
no, no. What I'm saying is that
None of these
you know,
fucking play. I
even,
don't know, man.
even
This
with
shit. This shit is
with the
just. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
even with
Mic check. Luke,
even if
you
you're
there?
dealing with the second, third string, you would
Yeah,
I hear you,
crypto.
Crypto.
want to see some
Yeah, I
kind
can hear
of
you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I hear you,
yeah. We
Shake.
can
I
hear
can't
Shake.
hear
Man.
Lou,
Shake.
Color, or Mr. Pope.
God damn, boy, I tell you.
Yeah, this
Lou,
string
can you
yard
hear
is
me?
just
Sounds
acting
like
up.
you, the common denominator, Crypto.
God damn it. I can hear
Yeah,
you, Shake. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. But it's
Now the
crazy,
rest of the
man.
speakers are going out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this new version
No,
of StreamYard.
not the speakers. It's StreamYard, man. I'm telling you,
Lou
it's
is not
Yeah,
here.
StreamYard.
Lewis, I
Color is
was
here.
saying,
Mr.
Tua,
Pope's
with
here.
his
He's gone.
Let me
communications
reset.
No,
behavior.
Lewis not
Let
here.
me
Oh, Lewis is
reset because I
gone?
can't hear. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
hear
He
Color or
left.
Mr. Pope.
All right.
No, I can't hear Color or Mr. Pope.
Oh, good.
See? Yeah, you gotta go in and
Hang
come
on.
back out.
Shout out to Lou, man.
Go out and come back in. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, he
no.
brought me back
The,
down there.
the thing is, if you don't have the,
I'm still taking the over though, Mr. Pope.
hmm,
I'm still taking the over though.
what do you mean by that?
5. The
Yeah,
over under is
we
4.5.
StreamYard.
Oh, yeah.
What's
I'm,
going
I'm
on with
taking the
Jalen
over,
Wright?
but I wouldn't go over 5.
I'm
What,
not. I know we had the second, third string out there, but I was hoping to see some kind of.
but we need production out of at least the second string, though. I don't care
Right,
about
that's
the
what I'm
third.
saying. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see much of anything out there.
And what about the fundamentals? I mean, again, when we're going in by the
Oh,
third and
there's
fourth
Ethan
quarter,
Marner right there. Oh,
our guys can't wrap up their guys. I mean, they got third and fourth string guys out
Terrell
there too by the
Dodson.
third and fourth quarter. We can't wrap those guys up.
Exactly.
I
All I
don't
saw
know.
was
I kind
guys
of like
trying to
these
reach.
uniforms. Everybody's shitting on this uniform. I kind of like this one.
Which ones?
The one that they wore
Oh,
today.
the rivalry uniform, or the one I
No,
thought they
the
wore
one they
normal
wore today
uniforms
looks
today.
like a different one. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like it. Maybe it's my new television that's giving
Does
me a
it have
better
more
view.
orange in it? Maybe it has more orange in it.
No, it's more aqua. It looks
Hmm.
No, it
like
looks
it's
the same to
darker.
me. I'm like, what? No, it looks the same to me.
Like greener crypto, or
Yeah, it's more like a
we
sea
need to get
green,
back.
you know?
Yeah, we need to get back to greener, man. To aqua green, man.
Yeah, the true aqua.
Like the old satin pant aqua green. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
Ones
just
that
got
look
the
like
kickoff.
the ones that look like they were wearing rubber
Oh man,
pants,
that's a
man.
pretty good run back. Yep. No, this one here, I think it's my television saturation that's making it look darker. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Looks
that's what
better
it's because
The
now.
I'm like,
glossy pants used to look tight as hell, man.
I used to watch. I'm like, I don't see anything new.
No, it just looks darker for some reason. It reminded me of the old uniforms we used to have. I'm like,
Yeah,
what's
you
wrong with
bought a
this
new
one?
TV. You bought that new LG or something, or
That's a
Panasonic, or you got some
Samsung.
kind
No,
of
this
good brand.
no this
Oh,
no
Samsung.
this
Yeah, there you
is
go. Yeah.
Samsung. Yeah.
Yeah, those are
The
good ones.
contrast is a lot stronger.
About the only ones left making RAM for the consumers.
Yeah, Samsung has got I got a better
Oh
contrast
boy.
going. Oh
Everybody else
shit,
is
that
selling out
somebody's
to the
wearing
big
Tua's number.
corporations.
Somebody stole Tua's number. Check that out. Tolbert's got his number.
Mm.
So I heard I
Tutu
heard number
Atwell.
4 had a brutal day in Cleveland too.
Tutu Atwell
Yeah,
needs
he
to go.
did. Sanders actually did, I guess, halfway decent. But yeah, last week it was worse. Sanders had the bad day, and number 4 had the best
I
day.
still feel like Deshaun's about to remind everybody, bro. I just still feel like he's got that in him, man. I don't know what it is, bro. I can't
Yeah,
give up on the guy, man.
yeah, which would be crazy
He's
because if
so
he has a
good, bro.
breakout year
When
in his final
he
year,
was
that's
good, he was
crazy.
so good. It's like, how can you give up on him? But Damn, man. He
Damn.
looks like he's gunning for number 2 now.
And please cut Tutu Atwell. Please cut him.
Cut
No
him.
good, huh?
Please.
What happened to Tutu?
Is Lewis in the audience, Jake?
I don't know.
Was he out there doing ballet or something in his tutu?
He was dropping balls thrown right to him.
Oh no!
Yeah, Coleman has just dropped one here over the middle. Now the Giants is
Oh
dancing in the
wow!
streets here. Well, this
Tutu
is
look
not
bad.
looking
I'm
good,
sorry.
fellas.
And he's a veteran, Mr. Paul. You can't be dropping balls when you're a veteran, dude.
He looked.
Man, that
I'm
was
sorry.
almost
I'm
picked
sorry
off.
because he looked
Who
bad.
is this
He
Miller
looked
kid?
terrible.
Shake,
Who's number 84?
I was expecting to see you
84.
in the
That's
stands,
Taj
Shake.
Washington.
I can't see
Yeah.
you on my
That's who?
television.
Taj
No,
Washington.
I was in St. Pete today.
Well, he dropped. I think he dropped a kickoff or a punt today or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to
He
find you a
he
color
muffed
somewhere
something
sitting
I
in the
saw on the
stand.
highlight. Number 84.
Yeah, that's Taj.
Somebody
I
sitting
was
in
I
your
don't
looking for
know if
seat
it
you.
was a
color.
punt.
I was
I don't
looking
know
for
if it
you
was a
last
punt
week,
or a kickoff.
and I was
What'd
looking
you
for
say,
you
Shake?
last week in the stands. Crypto.
Oh yeah, that's right. They was here.
Yeah.
Well, somebody
Oh,
sitting in
guys,
color seat.
one more bullcrap game left, and it's week 1, man.
One more game. That's it.
No, yeah.
Actually,
2
next
more
week
weeks
is the
after that.
Tua game.
2
I
more
think
weeks after that, Shane. There's a 2-week intermission.
Yeah. Because after that, it's
Right.
college.
So we have to
then
see our
college
starters
football.
next week, dude. We have to see a proper dress rehearsal for our
At least
starters.
something, a true dress
See, that's
rehearsal,
why.
yeah.
That's
Because
If
to be
you
honest
got
with
2 weeks, you got 2 weeks where you got rest, dude. You know what I mean?
exactly, yeah. Our starters need to play at least 3 quarters or something.
truth be told, I
Oh,
wanted to get married
at
September
least
1st because that's the
right,
dead period between preseason and NFL.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So,
Like crypto, we should go definitely the whole first half. And if the
Yeah,
game is still competitive, they should come out for a series in the third quarter. You know what I mean?
for at least one series. Yeah, yeah.
If the game is
It's
like
close enough.
stupid at halftime, then yeah, go ahead and rest. Get everybody off the field. But like if it's still a competitive game,
I think Mike
my
McDaniel did that one year. Well, our starters did play that
yeah. But I
third
thought he
game.
did it in reverse. I thought he did it the other way around. I thought he did the second week where he started everybody.
Yeah, that's what they normally do because it's only 3 preseason games. Yeah, I
But
think that's what he
I
did.
doubt that's what we're gonna do. Everybody's. I mean, this is like if you
Wow, it's a
go
hole
from
in that
last week
secondary.
where
Dang, he was wide
if you
open.
go from
Mm-hmm.
last week.
Slate.
You go from last week all the way to week 1, and our guys haven't played. I mean, come on, man. They got to play next week, dude.
I think so. You're right.
I agree. So agree with that.
damn,
Yeah.
you got to play.
They
At
got to
some point.
play.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody,
Who
a
in the
dog
hell is
got.
that wearing a guardian cap on defense?
Well, on our
What
team,
the hell? Yeah, who the hell is that wearing a big old guardian cap? He looks like a Martian. It's like a freaking the Martian on the old cartoons with the big old head
Yeah,
and
it
small
shouldn't be.
body.
Shouldn't be. It should be real hard for the quarterback to throw around that guy.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
here's the thing. Here's what people and I understand Lou's frustration about 2 things I learned doing
Right.
YouTube. All right, number 1 is you're not gonna stop the fans overhyping the season. That's what they do.
Well, that's true.
Right.
And secondly, you when you're at the game, right? Like for instance, you meet a random Dolphin fan or a random football fan, you
Right.
ask them about the team. A lot of them, I would say, 70% of the average football fan don't go into the weeds like we do. You know what I mean? They don't
Right.
know. All they know is
Right.
the
It's
starters. Half of the start, maybe a couple of the starters. They don't know the O line. They don't know the D line.
right. Shake. It's just
Right.
like people that follow politics. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Most people like 95% of the people you interact with every day don't follow politics as deeply as you do. So you'll say something, you'll get aggravated about something that somebody says in the news or something, and everybody around you is like, "Who cares?" Yeah, and you're like, "But you don't understand. It's the end of the world." And they're like, "No,
Full
it's
circle.
politics."
A little Jameis
Stop
Winston
and
is just a
remember that
little
most people don't follow it as deep as anything. Like anything you're into, most people don't even know it, and they don't even aren't as deep into it as you are.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Well,
Giants
I'm
dress
just talking.
rehearsal was last week. Oh no, next week then I guess.
Yeah, so
Jackson Dart didn't
but
even
I'm
play.
talking about at least with the football, at least you know what I'm saying. Like you don't see too many people, with the MAGA hat. You could tell the people who are into politics, but I'm talking about the fans, the people with the Dolphin stuff. You see a guy with
Hmm.
a Dolphin hat. You try to talk to him about the season. All they know
Right,
is Malik Willis
right.
and a Chan. That's it. The only Dolphins they know are the ones that have jerseys out,
Hmm.
pretty much.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
But like, take for instance, 1988, or was it 88? Yeah, I think it was 88 when we went 6-10. Like
Right.
when I was a kid, like I had no idea we were gonna go 6-10 that year. But I'm pretty sure all the adults knew.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's just so many other people that the team has to cater to, and that's where you get a lot of the stupid hype that we see right through. You know what I mean? So I'm with you. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. It's hard sometimes for us. We have to take a step
Oh,
back and
oh,
realize,
see that shake.
Hmm.
the little
There's
kid wearing number one.
Michael
You know,
K. Michael K. Loves Liberace.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't know you're a fan of
Is
Liberace.
he
He looks like actually Michael K. kind of looks like Liberace. When you've seen him.
Yeah, he
Dude,
does.
I've had these rings for
does
what?
he?
I've been wearing
I
rings for
wouldn't
like
have
over a year
expected
now.
that.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
You
he
just
looks more
now,
like a Louis Anderson. He
yeah.
looks like a poor
That's what
man's
I would have
Louis
thought.
Anderson.
I would have thought like John Goodman or Louis
And by the way,
Anderson
Liberace wasn't he a good player,
or John
piano
Candy.
player?
Yeah.
So
What?
yeah,
Michael
What's
K is like Louis Anderson.
I don't know.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, boy.
So I had this 3D printer print me a shoehorn, crypto, and
Yeah,
it
he is a
it
magic
built
hand
it
player.
Hmm.
it built it with these little trees that act as supports, and it built it just like they're building the bridge over the Hoover Dam, over the canyon. You know what I mean? It's like they're
Uh-oh.
building
Who
it
was
out
number
like a big
17 got
tongue.
hurt?
Like they build out a
Hmm.
big tongue cantilevered out, and they keep continuing it out. Then they build from the other side cantilevered, and then they just join the
Oh,
middle with a
Trey
key
Moore is
with a key
down. Oh
piece.
man. Yep. Mm.
Oh, you talking about Trey Moore?
Yeah, he got
Crypto.
hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, when he went up, I think he jumped up to try to block the quarterback's pass and came down the
Yeah,
wrong
he's
way.
limping off. Yeah, he limping off the field.
And then also too, at first Jamie Wright had got dinged up a little bit, and then Ollie Gordon got hurt.
Hmm.
I think he might have a shoulder injury. I'm not too sure.
Right.
Well, that ain't good.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because the fourth running back is going to be Carlos Washington Jr.
Mm. All of Washington.
I got a feeling they're going to go and grab another running back. That's the case. Somebody off the streets, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Jamison put in
Yeah,
the
maybe
extra work.
maybe some Zamondre White or some Lynn Bowden.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, man, Bolton was a jack of all trades, but didn't utilize him.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's Yeah, that's one thing, man. You're never gonna stop the fan base from. Well, it's all right. One thing I do correlate with politics and sports
Hmm.
is if a politician, right, let's say you're talking to a politician, right? The first thing he's gonna ask you, are you a where are you from? If you're not from his district, he's not gonna. Not all, but most politicians, like, you're not a voter, so I don't give a shit what your opinion is. You know what I'm saying? Keep it
Right,
moving.
right.
You know what I
Or
mean?
super donor,
Yeah.
or not
Or super
necessarily a
donor.
voter. If you're a
Yeah.
super donor, they might not
Well,
even pay
but either
attention
way,
because of the
the
Citizens United.
average person isn't a super donor. You know what I mean? So we're talking
Right.
about the average
Right.
person. So I think that's how it is with franchises. If you're not a season ticket holder, they don't care what you got to say.
And they don't even care if you're a season ticket
Yeah.
holder.
Well,
You
not
should see
really.
where I had to park.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the season ticket, the ticket you have. You know what I mean?
No, but they weren't. But Jake, you don't understand. As a first year season ticket holder, first time, you're not even allowed to buy better parking.
Oh shit.
Like they don't even let you buy it, even if it's available.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like even if there's no wait list, they're like, nope, blanket rule. First year season ticket holder cannot buy even yellow parking.
Joe
We had to
Mama
park
says
out in the grass, dude.
Joe Mama said he was
So
gonna go to 49ers game, but I don't think that's in the card.
I know Niner. Did he? Is he in the audience? Because
He
he was
was in
on
the
the what you
audience
call it.
earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
That guy
He.
that keeps wanting to do a collab.
He's on Apex Sports.
Yeah,
He hasn't popped up yet, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this team, I don't know. And like I said, it's just preseason. The Jets went undefeated last year in preseason.
Did it?
The Ravens went undefeated last year in preseason.
I think this their like 12th or 13th year in a row. They always undefeated in preseason.
Yeah, pretty
Can't
much.
remember
Yeah,
when
the
last thing they
Ravens.
won. Lost. Yeah. I can't remember when last time they actually lost a preseason game. Yeah.
No, but real talk, Barfalo is looking really good this year, man.
Yes. Yeah. They
yeah.
coming out of the gates. Looking okay, Buffalo.
They upgraded big time.
Yeah, and the thing is, here's another thing. Josh Allen's playing meaningful playoff minutes. But yeah, our quarterback's too goody two shoes to play meaningful minutes. Got it. That's what I don't like, his cockiness and his arrogance. Brady, so the world, all the major quarterbacks is getting some minutes. At least some minutes. You can't none of this, okay. Oh, we gotta protect them.
Yeah.
No. Mahomes, it's the first time Mahomes is you know, not playing a preseason game because of his injury. And last year was the first time Allen hadn't played no meaningful. They changed it. Brady changed that this year. Joe Brady.
Well, Josh Allen didn't play this yesterday. It was Kyle Allen that
No,
played,
he
not
played.
Josh Allen.
No, yeah, Josh played some. I saw
No,
some of
he
the
didn't.
highlights.
He
Plus,
didn't
that was
play.
the previous game.
Yeah, he didn't
This
play.
is the second game for them, ain't it? Because he played that. He
Two
played some.
quarterbacks played. Kyle Allen and Shane Boucher played.
Well, that
Both
must
of
have
them.
been him playing last week then, because he played
Hmm.
some this preseason.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, he played. They're playing some meaning minutes.
BC.
I don't know if I know CJ Stroud played some minutes. Murray played some minutes. Love played some minutes. Even hell, uh, Bryce Young played some minutes
Oh, let's
so
see.
far.
Let's. All right, hold on. Let's start with who Jordan Love. You said
Yeah, he played one drive recently. I don't know if he played in his first game. Yeah, he did. He played in the first one drive.
yeah. So I mean, Kyle. So did we played one drive too. Our quarterback played one drive. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where's the full box score? I hate when they do that. Give me the box score, you cocksuckers. Right. Yeah, Jordan Love played today too. He was 5 of 7 for 56 yards.
Yeah, he just played the one drive that they scored on.
Well, let me see. Broncos full box. Yeah, they played. Let me see. Let me see if the full box score.
Yeah, Bo played. I think he played one series too.
Bo Nix played. Yep, 6 of 9 for 76 yards.
Yeah,
Jaden
he played
Daniels
one
still on
series.
the puck.
He
Damn.
suited
So
up. I don't know if he played. He
yeah.
was
So
he. I
that's
think he
crazy.
suited up. But I'm not sure if he played. Yep. And Jared Goff. I'm not sure if he played yet. I don't know if Hurts played yet. Or
Brock Purdy played 4 of 6 for
yeah,
29
he played.
yards.
He played. I think he played in both games. I thought I saw him out there twice
Yeah. So
against the Chargers and against the other week against Tennessee. I think. But Purdy's playing meaningful. Got some meaningful minutes. I don't know if Hurts played yet. I'm the only two I think that I don't know if he played. Maybe a drive or Lamar. I think he's supposed to be slated for next week.
I'm trying to think who else.
They don't play Hurts a lot in the preseason. I noticed.
Yeah,
Arizona. I
they
don't think
don't.
Arizona played Brisket.
Oh, they have in Arizona.
I mean, but when you're
I'm
winning, when you're
surprised.
out there winning Super Bowls, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Arizona.
You can
I think
understand why.
because what's his name got denied from what's his name,
Yeah,
the
the
new
one from
quarterback,
University of Miami.
Miami.
Uh,
Yeah, him. Beck.
Hey, Adam
yeah,
Bandia,
Beck.
what's going
Carson
on,
Beck.
Adam?
Carson Beck.
Mr.
Hey, what's
Adam
up, Adam? I
Pandia.
haven't seen him in a while.
Who?
Adam Pandia.
Adam Padilla. I haven't
Oh,
seen
okay.
him in a good while.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, man.
Mm.
Hey, somebody got a cricket or bird singing?
Yeah. It seemed like
What's that?
that Tunk. No, that's not Tunk.
What was that, Mr. Parks?
No, I thought I heard. I was looking around in the room because I thought I heard a cricket or some birds singing or something.
No,
In the
it's me.
background. Yeah.
I'm no, it's me. I'm actually I'm sanding this plastic piece with an emery board, and it
Oh,
sounds
okay.
like it
Oh, okay.
sounds like somebody rubbing vinyl.
Is
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi getting you to sand the deck?
Yep, sand the horn.
Sand the floor.
Yep.
Man, this thing printed out really nice.
Yep.
I just gotta take a Dremel to the handle loop and get all the burrs out from the inside of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I should have got one of these a long time ago. There are
Omar
so many
Gonzalez
things that I
says
have to
Tua
do
will
this
win the
right now.
MVP and Super Bowl with the Falcons.
Oh yeah. Tua.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Taylor thought that was funny.
And that's the Daniel Jones.
But
Did he play some this year?
who's that?
Daniel Jones.
I'll drop the link if anybody wants to come up and
Yeah.
get your thoughts on it, because there's nothing really to say, man. I already didn't watch that game either.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't either.
I watched the first half, but afterwards I said, nah.
You know, look at this.
I
Steve.
literally fell asleep watching
Printed
it.
this out, man. Yeah. Just printed this shoehorn out, dude. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, okay.
And it's only, dude, this printer costed $230. And it's like high quality. It's just small. That's why it's not expensive. Wait till I start printing out the
No,
aqua and orange stuff.
No money, Carla, no money.
No dinero.
I can probably start printing out coins. But I told him, you know, I tried to look for some certain color filament with this company, right? And they didn't have the certain colors I wanted in stock, but they had this little link that suggests colors here. So you click on it and it pulls up a color and you can enter in the hex code of a color and give it a name and suggest that they make a filament called that, right? So what do? I went and looked it up. I got the exact hex code for Miami Dolphins Aqua and the exact hex code for Coral, and I entered it in a suggestion. So yeah, we'll see if you ever go to buy some bamboo plastic filament and they've got a color named Aqua, then you know who's responsible for that.
Yeah.
It's too easy to color match these days. You just search on Google what's the color codes for the Miami Dolphins official team colors, and it spits out the hex code.
All I know is I say we got 4 wins in us.
4. All right.
Again, Shake, it's so funny because that's right where the over-under's at, is what everybody is thinking, where consensus is at too, bro. So it's like, you know, you can still be pessimistic and take the over.
Well, listen,
you know what I mean? Like me, I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over at 5. I mean, that's still pessimistic. You know what I mean?
Here's the analogy I want to give people. It's like Sugar Ray Leonard, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a tough boxer, right? Tough boxer, plays with good, fights with good fundamentals and things of that nature. But if he was to take on Mike Tyson, right, he doesn't stand a chance. And I think that's what the Miami Dolphins. Yes, we got a lot of players that are going to play with discipline and toughness, but at the end of the day, we're playing Mike Tyson's. It's like
we're gonna slowly lose like every game, and everybody's gonna be like, maybe next week we'll get him next week. All we got to do is fix this and that, and we can still win out.
Well, I could see like the first few wins being freaking, you know, horrendous.
That's how it was in 07, Shake. It was like every game that went by, we were in it. So it was like, all right, dropped another one. Oh, we'll start winning next week. We only needed another field goal, you know, and it's like next week, same result the next week. And then before you know it, we're at 0-10 going, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
then Greg Camarillo happened.
And we got the. I think we got the number 1 overall pick too, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's at the end of the day, I think that's what it is. We don't want to go winless, but win at least maybe one game, or two or whatever.
That's
You know what I mean?
similar to
Yeah,
that season.
I can't do the winless club. I mean, there's only 2 in it, and there's if you're any team that respects yourself, you don't want to be the third. Well, I don't care what it means for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
I'm
listen.
I'm 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 with I'm like one of those people that is on the fence about relegation. I mean, if we were to have the debate about whether the NFL should implement relegation, I might agree. You can't get a win, you don't deserve to play in the NFL, dude. There
Well,
are what eight or so UFL teams that they could get a win in the NFL, dude.
all I know is, look, I agree. There, like, here's the thing. There's the Mike McDaniel's teams, right? They were talented. Unfortunately, they weren't disciplined. They were shooting themselves in the foot. They were constantly getting penalized. Where this team may not shoot themselves in the foot, but they don't have the talent. You need both. At the end of the day, you need both.
Yes.
You know.
Well, and the other thing, Shake, is people that play undisciplined, a lot of times it starts because you are competitive and you're trying to take that extra chance and you're trying to do that extra, you know what I mean? And then it all implodes. So the fact that, overly disciplined just means you're afraid to piss the coach off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to do anything playing afraid.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we got penalized 8 times today. It's not like we even played discipline today. As far as today goes, anyway. Those fundamentals we were talking about. But that's why it don't count. Get it
B.
out
McD
now.
says, B. McD says there's a reason why Dan Marino's in the Hall of Fame. Talent, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very, very few people have made it in that class without very few quarterbacks have made it in that class without a ring.
And listen, I'm gonna say a controversial take here, and that is, I think the biggest mistake Don Shula did was drafting Dan Marino.
There you go.
As far as the Dolphins winning a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
possibly.
And again, it's not because Dan Marino. Listen,
you could say it's the same mistake that the Bills made drafting Allen.
Well, here's the thing. The reason I say that is because the way Don Shula won was through the run game and defense. The passing game wasn't his forte. You know what I'm saying? So, I think he would have won I think if Shula had a quarterback like John Elway, I think he would have won with him.
Do you think that was the first Shake? Do you think that was the first time in his career, Don Shula's career, where he started to find to shift into higher gear? Delegate to an offensive coordinator, and that offensive coordinator happens to be more passing. You get Dan Marino, and then next thing you know, he's got his hands totally off the situation. We can't run the ball. We can't get off we can't get off the field on D. You know what I mean? And it's like, and Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl 4 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, they had success. They had success, but I think I think he would have had more success with another quarterback. I'm just being, you know what I mean?
It depends on the quarterback. If
You
you
think
want to
so,
swap
Shay?
out Montana, then yeah, I could agree. Elway, Elway wasn't even getting it done in Dan Marino's era.
Yeah,
You
but think
know?
about this: when Dan Marino, when Elway got a good running game, that's when he started winning the Super Bowls.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But they didn't take out the Elway.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And don't forget, Elway was still playing pretty dang Elway-ish, even with Terrell Davis. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Again, I hate to bring up the guy's name. Josh Allen is the next Elway, and a lot of people make that comparison because Elway was kind of like Josh Allen before Josh Allen was. You know what I mean? His style
Yeah,
of play.
he's almost like a kind of a go-between Marino and Elway, if you really think about it. More like a Elway with Steve Young's wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Although Elway had his own wheels, I mean, let's not forget the helicopter play. You know what I mean? Not like Elway was afraid to bust into a linebacker or two. But that's the other thing, Shake.
Yeah.
Even by the time Elway, Montana, and Marino were around, look what happened after Montana. Steve Young. You know, you
And then
had Randall Cunningham already. You know, you got Elway with a, sort of a Bo Nix's style running ability. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even and so Marino just didn't have the wheels, dude, to like
No.
keep up with the paradigm change. Like he just needed a little bit of wheels. Now I hate to say that because Tom Brady had no wheels either in an era where everybody's got wheels. You know, so I don't know, but
they got
we had to do something to move the sticks rather than just Dan Marino throwing it as hard as he can into a group of four guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what, though? The 49ers almost had like a three-headed quarterback situation because you talking about Joe Montana, Steve Young, and then you had behind him Jeff Garcia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah,
It's almost like a three-headed monster.
yeah. By the end of it, you did. You had Jeff Garcia rolling in, and he kind of had some wheels too.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's right as Michael Vick's coming in too,
And didn't the
and
Saints have a
Donovan McNabb,
yeah, with the Eagles. Yeah.
and who else? Steve
Um,
McNair.
what about Michael Vick cousin that played with the New Orleans Saints? What's that guy name? Because he's supposed to be Michael Vick cousin, black quarterback that was with the Saints.
Marcus?
Taysom Hill.
Was that Marcus?
Marcus Vick.
Marcus. No, that's his brother.
No. Marcus Vick,
is his
that's
brother.
his brother. No, I'm talking about the Saints had a black quarterback, and they said that was Michael Vick cousin. Doggone, I can't think of his name.
Vic's Rubs.
Vick's
Nah.
rubs.
Let's see
I'm
somebody.
trying to remember the last melanated quarterback the Saints had.
It was
I
Aaron
remember.
Brooks.
Yeah, I know.
That was
James
the last
Winston.
one.
Remember. Teddy. They had actually
Aaron Brooks
Teddy
was the last
Bridgewater.
one.
Teddy Bridgewater and James Winston.
Bridgewater, yeah.
Yeah,
James
Brooks
Winston.
came after him.
I mean in the
Brooks.
era
You guys can't hear
of
That's
me?
his
Mr.
name.
Punk's
I think
talking.
his name was Brooks.
Brooks.
That's what I said. Y'all guys can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
No, we
Oh.
couldn't.
Oh.
Avery
Yeah, that's what I
Brooks?
said Brooks.
No, not
Yeah,
Avery
Aaron.
Brooks. I don't think his name was
Aaron.
Avery Brooks.
Aaron Brooks.
Right. No, Avery Brooks was a running back, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah, Aaron Brooks was number 2. The guy that basically when he played the game against us, it was like, okay, Flores was able to do a number on him.
Mm.
And we scored our own, I think all of our points came off defense or something that game. We had
I
to pick
thought we
six on
played.
them.
I thought we played that goofball when we played them with Flores.
I thought it
What was
was
his
Brooks.
name?
Maybe it was, man. Maybe it was.
I
It was
think
a
Brooks.
guy that was bad.
It was. Yeah, it was like the only start his only game he's ever played in. Still,
Yeah, it was a bad
what was that
quarterback.
guy's
It
name?
was like Flores did a number on him. Everybody felt sorry for
Are you talking about
him. Because they was like Tua didn't do nothing in that game. He
Ian
was
Book.
terrible in that
Ian
game.
Ian
Book.
Book? Yeah, Ian
Yeah,
Book.
His
Ian
That's what it
name
Book.
was.
Yeah, that's
Ian
who it
Book.
was. Yeah, Ian Book. That's who it was. Okay. Yep.
One game his whole career. That's it. Done. They even did an expose.
Because
They showed his wife and the kid in the stands and everything, dude.
everybody was propping up Tua like he did something. Like, bro, you played against Ian Book and you did nothing in the game.
We have a tour, guys. We have a tour. Remember that.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a tour, ladies and gentlemen.
And you said we didn't have a Tua sighting today, huh?
No tour in Atlanta. That's why they won.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
So where's the Ark at these days, Shake? Is it still in Washington?
I'm not sure.
Mm.
I think it's with the Titanic. I think.
I heard somebody crapping on him today, man. I was wondering where he's at.
Who?
Oh, Noah.
You
Noah
talking about
Igbenogany.
Igbo?
Yeah, Iggy.
Igbenogany. Yeah, he's with the Ark.
Igby is the
He's not with the Commanders no more.
Igby is the standard.
By the way, I saw this picture the
Yes,
other day of Rocky.
Picture of Rocky.
Of Rocky, you know Rocky.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. What happened?
Uh,
You going to get a tarot card reading or
by the
psychic
way,
reading from his mom?
the new. By the way, remember we did last week of Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
The Chronic.
The Lakers beat the Supersonics. Is that was the saying?
I say one thing.
Something you got the Chronic.
Jim Carrey
is,
coming to America.
He is a good actor and comedian for sure.
But look how funny this is. Look how funny. Listen, all this guy did was add a hand to the picture.
Mm-hmm. That's Mr. T, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I pity the fool.
So, all right, here we go. You have to pick your defensive all-time tackle. Who you got?
The bottom two. Donald.
No, you have to take one.
Shaq.
You have to pick one.
Just picking one.
Well, that's good. With me, I'm going with Aaron Donald.
Yeah, me too.
Say him and Donald. Yeah, I would say Donald. And
Aaron Donald's good, but Jimmy Satterfield says Joe Green. B. McGee says Warren Sapp.
I'm gonna go Warren Sapp, dude. I'm going Warren Sapp.
Yeah, Warren Sapp was that dude, man.
I think Warren Sapp is still making tackles.
Dude, that shit. I'll never forget. Somebody had the audacity to freaking compare. Again, you know me. I'm one of the biggest Kane haters out there. But somebody had the audacity to compare him, Christian Wilkins, to Warren Sapp. I'm like, no, don't mention those guys.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said it took Warren Sapp a while. No, Warren Sapp was putting the fear of God in quarterbacks his rookie season.
So
Yeah,
no, what
one
you
shot.
saying it's a similarity
Doesn't
between
Warren Sapp have a gold jacket?
Yeah. The only similarity
So this dude,
between
so
Warren
this
Sapp
dude's
and
comparing Christian Wilkins to a Hall of Famer.
yeah, well, that's why they wanted him to pay him his money. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
A Hall of Famer. Okay, so now so we can do that now just because it's not a quarterback.
Yeah.
Is Wilkins still a free agent?
All right. Wilkins, yeah, he's still a free agent. He's I think
Wilkins won't even sniff the Hall of Fame.
I think Didier is his representative.
I don't think Wilkins is even going to get another All Pro.
Oh, has Wilkins ever been an All Pro?
Probably not.
No.
Who in their right mind would compare Christian Wilkins to Warren Sapp, dude?
Who would you rather have? I'm taking Reggie. I'm taking the maniac, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, same here. Lawrence Taylor.
For what, tackle? What are we using them for?
If you had to start a defense, you had to pick one cornerstone. Who would it be?
All right, I'm away from my phone, so give me the choices.
Reggie White and Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, I'm going Reggie White.
Yeah.
Crypto, who you got?
Every team needs a chaplain.
Go White.
Every team needs a chaplain, especially one that can go out on Sunday and sin all over the place.
Yeah, I probably would go with him.
I like Reggie
White. Even Belichick says it. Fucking Lawrence Taylor put him on the map. Belichick on the map.
Yes, that's what I was saying. That's why I said I'm going with Lawrence Taylor. I like White, but I'm going with Taylor.
Jimmy Satterfield. Okay, we go. Jimmy Satterfield says Lawrence Taylor. I'm with Reggie White. I respect both. RMD says both are grown men. Damn right they are.
See, Reggie White can give Lawrence Taylor something that Lawrence Taylor can't give Reggie White.
Yeah, what's that?
And that's deliverance.
Exactly. The minister of defense.
Yeah.
That was his name. That was his name, the minister of defense.
All right, we got one more here. Who would you rather have? I'm going Terrell Davis. Sorry.
Yes.
Davis. Yeah. Terrell
Davis.
Let's
see here. And who's the other one? AP?
Too.
Wait, whoa.
Oh, Terrell Davis. Migraines and all.
Terrell Davis. Patterson.
The dude's literally a walking headache.
No, I'm gonna go. Well, let me see. Good grief, this not an easy one. Yeah.
D McD says
AP was good. AP's probably more agile than Terrell Davis.
Joe Mama AP.
But Terrell Davis would knock more people
TD
over.
all day. Peterson, because I'm a Sooner fan. Okay, that's what's up.
AP is more like a Saquon Barkley type of runner.
And then I think also too, it's not to say Davis had kind of a shorter career. I don't know. Man, that's not easy. I'm gonna go with
that was because of migraines. He used to get migraines even when he was playing.
Exactly.
Migraines.
Adrian Peterson.
Migraines.
I can understand that, man. That shit's hurt.
Yeah.
And migraines hurt so bad, he probably could have played on a broken leg and not even felt it.
Thank goodness for modern day medicine. Man, I used to see people who had migraines. Like, you talking about suffering? Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah, for
Well,
sure.
it can actually be dangerous for an athlete because when you deal with that kind of pain, your body stops being able to recognize pain, and pain is what your body uses to know that it needs to repair itself.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start getting too insensitive to pain, uh, your body can really hurt itself. Like you can really get in trouble if you like I don't feel no like to for me to feel pain because I'm constantly in it. Like I don't know when I'm actually feeling it to the level that might kill me. You know, like if there's something wrong that might kill me, I won't know it because I don't feel the pain from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's
By
so
the
much
way,
other pain going on.
see that's the. I tell you what. One thing I learned is about back pain. When those pills that you take for your back pain, the back pain is there for a reason,
Hmm.
right? It's because if you have back pain, it's telling you that take it easy. You're gonna
Yep.
take it easy. But
At
if
the
you
very
take back
least, it's
pain, if you
sending a message to your brain. I gotta fix this. You know what I mean?
yeah, so but and there's people that take back pills, right, and continue to work and fuck up their back completely.
Hmm.
Right
That's why
on
I'm
you.
Yep.
against
Because guess what,
back.
Shake? Back in the day when the pain used to tell the person time to relax, and it used to tell the body, "Hey, you got to fix this area." They didn't have no chemicals like back like pain pills to help that their body needed to do its job. They just had to relax. You know what I mean? And rest.
Yeah,
And the body was like, "All right, now we know where those spots at because it hurts."
yeah, don't do that again. It's just that simple.
A better way to cure your back pain if you're not able to go get it looked at and fixed physically would be to improve your immune system instead of taking pills to mask your problem. So if you're taking a drug or a supplement that's supposed to enhance your immune system, that's different. Like vitamin C and stuff like
Hmm.
that, and eating properly, and maybe a little bit of CBD.
Uh-oh, did I see like a Durham swipe like catch by the tight end? Oh, he
Talking about
reached out there and
Cashman.
grabbed it.
Talking about Cashman.
Yeah, I think that was him.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
he
Casmy.
he he, he yeah, he caught that pass just about going out of bounds. Yeah, that was a nice pass for a blocking tight end.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, number 82, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Cashmere.
Yeah, that
Uh-oh. Somebody tell Lewis that we got a sighting. We had a Hall of Fame sighting. That's America's out there telling these people how it's done. Taj Washington. He's out there giving us some minutes.
Oh man.
Uh,
Well, he don't do himself any favors muffing a punt.
By the way, John Fear said turmeric and ashwagandha will help some.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the turmeric's really good for that.
Isn't ashwagandha that stuff that? No, oh yeah, that's ayahuasca. I was thinking that's the stuff that Aaron Rodgers took to hallucinate.
Ashwagandha,
No, ayahuasca.
ayahuasca. It's not ashwagandha. I keep mixing those two up
Yeah,
for some reason.
turmeric's one of the things they suggest for arthritis and stuff. Help with that.
It is not a
Oh,
turmeric.
turmeric. Yeah, it's like an orange powder. Good for the joints.
Turmeric, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta start taking some turmeric because my joints are. Oh, yeah, I need
Save
some.
them while you still can, because you do not want what's wrong with me. That is for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely don't want this, man.
Yeah.
My hands are completely useless. My wrists are going right along with it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
How's mom doing, by the way?
Pretty good. She's out of town right now, up visiting a friend in up near the Space Coast.
Hmm.
Okay, that's nice.
So I guess you
Yeah.
got her car for now.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. You get to
Yeah.
go around.
Yeah, it helps because I won't eat if I'm left to my own devices. So it's nice I can go out and get something to eat without having to walk.
Me McD says, funny story. Adam Gase was a full-blown addict of what? What was he addicted to?
Mm.
That stuff that Chris Forrester was addicted to, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah. I don't know. Them are some big eyes he used to stare at the camera with. I don't know.
Tell my I'm against
I
you
think
ain't
that
kidding.
happens to a lot of people that come to Miami. They
Oh,
just get
okay, I
eaten
got
right
you.
up by that stuff.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't shock me, man. Adam Gase. He was doing social distancing before social distancing was cool, man.
Yeah. I have Gase.
All right. Before we wrap this up, because we about to wrap this up soon.
Go ahead, Shake.
All right, give me your if you could remember, give me your top 3 Dolphins good coaches and your top 3 worst coaches. I'll start this one. My first, obviously, Shula. In this order: Shula, Brian Flores, and Jimmy Johnson. And the 3 worst coaches: Adam
You got the
Gase,
graphic?
Cam Cameron, and Joe Philman. Actually, Joe Philman was worse. I say Joe Philman, Cam Cameron, then Adam Gase.
Joe Philbin, Cam Cameron.
I'm
Adam
gonna
Gase.
go. I'm gonna go. Don Shula, Brian Flores, and Cam Cameron.
For your best coaches?
The only, yeah. Well, I'll go Jimmy third and Cam
Yeah, I'm
fourth,
going
even though we
Jimmy.
can't pick a fourth,
Uh-huh.
because I just wanted to make sure that people with Super Bowl rings on their fingers made it to at least the top 3 or 4.
Cam Cameron
Yes,
wasn't
that's
the
all I'm
what?
saying.
Didn't Cam Cameron have like a go 0 one in
Yeah, but not because of him.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please expound.
I mean, I just don't think I think there was a lot more going on than just Cam Cameron at the time, dude.
Yeah.
You know, he had to step in because we got shafted by Nick Saban, and it was kind of like I think we just shoehorned him, Cam Cameron in here, and then the next year after we go 1-15, he goes to Baltimore the next year and wins the Super Bowl as their OC. So you know,
Yeah,
it's
he
hard
did
for
go
me
there,
to.
didn't he?
I want to feel what
No.
everybody's feeling.
Hold
See,
on. Let
it's
me
hard because. Go
real
ahead.
quick. Let me. You know what? He wasn't the OC. It was actually the OC was the guy that we hired, and he quit on us.
No, it was Cam Cameron in 08.
No, he left.
I'm pretty sure.
And what? No, I know. I remember this because it was damn, who's that coach? The one that actually Adam Gase.
One after Adam Gates. One after Adam Gates. Not Sporano's before Adam Gates. Wasn't Sporano.
Yeah, who's the dude, man?
After who?
He hired. No, it was the Baltimore Colts. He worked with. He worked with.
Billick was the coach. Brian Billick was the coach at the time.
Oh, you talking about Brian Billick?
Yeah, he was the head coach in 08.
Yeah, but we all know it wasn't the offense that won that Super Bowl.
No.
Well, that's true. That's true. But they did do an expose on their running back that year. Because that year, I guess the running back, offensive coordinator Cam Cameron.
Okay.
Defensive coordinator was Rex Ryan that year. And the coach was already John Harbaugh.
What's up,
in 08. I didn't realize John Harbaugh was already their coach in 08, bro. I thought that was Billick.
He was a special teams coach,
So
right?
Harbaugh was the head coach.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was in 08. That was the year that they beat us in the playoffs when we won the division. In 07, their coach was Brian Billick, and he went 5-11. Even though that's the only team we beat that year.
All right.
So in 08, notable assistants on the team, Shake, besides Rex Ryan at DC, Vic Fangio was their linebackers coach. Hugh Jackson was their quarterbacks coach. Chuck Pagano was the secondary coach. Mike Pettin was the outside linebackers coach. That's a stacked freaking coaching staff from what we know now about those guys. You know what I mean? Except maybe Hugh Jackson. Although Hugh is the one that drafted Baker Mayfield, is he not?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he got the same treatment as Brian Flores got. That's why he joined the lawsuit. I don't think Hugh Jackson is as bad a coach as 0-16 says he is.
Yeah, I'm not forgiving him for that year. Nick Saban is
Neither am I, because it's 0-16. You don't forgive anybody for 0-16, Crypto. I agree with you there, but I don't think that Hugh Jackson is quite the buffoon that people make him out to be.
Right, yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's Cleveland, bro. Remember what they were? That's the year that they brought in the mathematician from the analytics guy from baseball, and tried to do and basically just mashed a bunch of big names together. Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, all them guys.
Okay, I think Jim Caldwell was in a part. He was Cam Cameron, led by Cam Cameron, fired December 10th, and this is the Super Bowl, the 2012 Super Bowl. Cam Cameron was fired in December, and Jim Caldwell was the OC the rest of the way.
In the middle of the year before the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I wonder why. I wonder why Pro Football Reference ain't mentioning that.
Well, no, because this was 2012.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about 08.
No, this was a 2012 team.
Yeah, 08 was the year after. Okay, so 07 is when we went 1-15 with Cam Cameron as our head coach.
Yeah, and then Jim Caldwell.
So we fired him.
in
So we
December.
fired him, and the only team we beat that year was the Brian Billick Ravens.
Yeah.
He gets fired. Their offensive coordinator was Rick Neuheisel. So they fired their offensive coordinator, fired Brian Billick, hired John Harbaugh, and John Harbaugh hired Cam Cameron as his first offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So that year that they won the Super Bowl, no, they didn't win the Super Bowl that year. They lost the conference championship to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was in well, they lost the divisional round there.
Oh man.
You're right. You're right, Shake. So okay. You're right. It was 12 that they won the Super Bowl. They didn't win it in 08.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, you're right. Often because now it's
Oh no, I can't hear
on the
shit.
Pro Football References page for 2012. It shows both offensive coordinator Jim Caldwell and Cam Cameron. So you're right there.
Yeah, Cam Cameron was. I mean, Jim Caldwell. Now I think that's what got him the Detroit Lions job.
Right, and that was the year they went. That was the year that they beat Jim Harbaugh in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dean Pease was their defensive coordinator. Now, keep in mind though, I'll still hang my hat on Cam Cameron because fired or not, he probably still got a ring for that for being a part of that team.
Yeah.
But in 11, so they were in the conference championship like 3 out of those 4 years, dude. So 08 they were in the conference championship. 09 lost the divisional round to Peyton Manning and the Colts. In 10 they lost the divisional round to the Steelers and probably the Bus. I think that was the Bus's last year. And then they lost the conference championship in 11 to the Patriots, Tom Brady. And then they won Super Bowl in 2012. So Cam Cameron is still, consistently had them in their offense in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they had a stellar group of defensive coordinators throughout that though. So I got to give their defenses a credit too. Those were all the vaunted Ed Reed and Ray Lewis defenses.
No, actually, 06 was in the Steelers won in 06.
Oh, the Bus's year was in 06?
Yeah, I remember because the only reason I remember that because that was the year Grills came out.
So the year that I'm talking about,
Cameron was trash.
and I guess it was in 10 in 11. Was it did they win the Super Bowl that year?
Who?
Or did they lose to the Patriots? The Steelers.
Steelers.
No.
Yeah, every time. What's funny? Every time the Steelers went to the Super Bowl, the Patriots were eliminated by somebody else.
Right. I know that. I think that was part of the deal.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
The Patriots lost to Jake Plummer.
No, that was the biggest waste in Dolphin history.
Yes. No, never mind. They lost the division round to the Steelers in 10. The Steelers that year, they lost the Super Bowl to the Packers.
Yeah.
That year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Aaron Rodgers. Was that Aaron Rodgers' first Super Bowl or only Super Bowl or Brett Favre's last?
It was Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy.
Yep.
Ironically, they're both in this Pittsburgh now.
Right. And you know who their backup quarterback was that year?
Who's that?
Matt Flynn.
Man.
Ever
Hey,
heard of
listen.
Matt Flynn?
Speaking of Pittsburgh Steelers fans, what's good, EM?
Oh, wow.
Well,
You got a new guy
Pittsburgh.
in the community.
I'm
Wow.
I'm a Steelers fan now. Oh, okay. That's better than
Yeah,
Knicks,
better
though.
than
That's a lot better than that's a lot better than New York
Now,
Knicks. So
That's true.
now that Steelers team, let's not forget that
yeah.
Steelers.
But hey,
I'm sorry,
listen.
that
what's
Packers
good,
team.
gentlemen?
That
Hey,
Packers
listen.
team
Hold.
had
That's
that
good.
Packers team had Greg Jennings and James Jones at wide receiver,
By the way,
and
listen.
Donald Driver.
EM, I just want to point out you may be the Pittsburgh fan, but everybody knows the guy with the best memories here in Pittsburgh is Crypto.
Yeah. I know, right? I heard he had the time of his life in Pittsburgh.
I never been there.
He
I don't know what y'all
he
talking about.
he
That's a
he.
foreign city.
I keep hearing he's desperate to kind of recreate what transpired on that evening. So, hey
He said, yeah,
man,
winter.
shout out to Crypto, man.
So, hey, what did you catch any of our preseason game?
Yeah, I mean,
I see
yeah,
A-Chain on the
yeah.
sideline.
Well,
We'll have these.
I
We'll have a
did.
little chit chat.
It was tough to
Ali
watch,
Gordon
but
got hurt. He got hurt. He's holding his rib. What happened? Well, I didn't
yeah,
know that.
it was tough to watch, but it's tough watching.
Man,
I don't, from what I'm
he's
hearing
hurt.
though, there's a lot of
Oh
crashing out
man,
going on in the community, which is like right on time. It's typical.
it's right on time, bro.
Right on time, right on schedule. But please, somebody, please let me know, enlighten me when watching the third and fourth stringers was entertaining to watch. That when that became a thing.
It's not
Bro,
When
entertaining.
did that become a
high
thing?
schoolers, high
It's
Come
not
on,
schoolers can
man.
entertaining
wrap up
anymore.
third. High schoolers can wrap up third and fourth stringers better than that. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, but still, you're never gonna see
Oh
like
man.
half of them players that played tonight. You're not gonna see them,
Okay,
bro. More than half.
fair enough. So what you're saying is we ain't got no depth compared to the other winners today in the league.
Well, we knew that. I mean, we knew this team is somewhat top heavy. The
You
top
know,
end talent I think is decent.
sounds like a trashy team, bro.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't blame guys like Lewis. You know what I mean?
I don't know what Lou was doing, but I'm just gonna
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
generalize.
uh-huh.
I'm just gonna generalize.
I thought you were talking about everybody in the community. I hear you. I hear you.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't talk about him specifically, but I mean, if he fits the criteria, then you can loop him into the conversation as well. But the crash out.
He's the only one that came up tonight that ain't having none of it.
Oh well. Well, again, I mean, I don't know nothing about that, but again, if he, if Lewis is move or whoever, I don't care who it is, if they moving like that and crashing over third and fourth stringers, yeah, you might as well put them in a group, and I'll address all of them, right, if they fit the criteria. But these people are out here. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. I mean, it really is crashing out over third and fourth string players, bro. Like, when did that become I don't understand. When did that become again?
I turned the game up after 2 plays, Ian, to be honest with you. I'm right with you, man. I turned it off after 2 plays, bro.
Well, once I found out Malik Willis
what concerned me was when I looked at the highlights later on the news report, local news, they're showing me a whole bunch of missed tackles. They're showing me a muffed punt or something from number 84. They're showing me 19 minutes of possession time and 50 yards of rushing. And they showed me a beautiful catch by Coleman. I'll give them that. And they're showing me a third string quarterback play the entire game. I mean, start the game. You know what I mean?
Well, I really, once I found out Malik was not playing, I pretty much figured that, a lot of the, other starters were not going to play either. So I kind of was, I was watching, but I wasn't as focused as I normally am.
See, I don't think that's right. I'm with Lewis on that point he made about you got other guys that aren't there yet. You know, maybe you could debate Malik Willis, but what about the right? What about the lineman we just drafted and the linebacker we just drafted and
They played. They
you
played
know
sparingly. They were out there. They were on the field.
a series
Proctor played. Well,
three
again, I'm not. I don't blame Jeff Hafley. Why would you want to put them at like? Look what happened to Trey Moore. He
at
should.
risk for what? They got their whole entire career ahead of them, and we
Nah,
ain't.
bro.
I mean,
Nah. They
we're-
trying to
our
win.
over under is 4.5. Yeah, but realistically speaking, Vegas ain't wrong. The odds makers ain't wrong, dude.
What do you mean? They're
I'm
not.
taking the over too. What I'm saying is I'm taking the over, but that's only because 5 is over.
Well, again, I don't blame Jeff Hafley. You know, it was raining. And again, you've seen, bro, like he's already said, he told you he's not putting much stock in these preseason games. He told you that before
Well,
before the
pretty
first
sure he's going to say that.
before they
by
kicked
the
off
way,
the first
wait a minute,
preseason game.
Liam, you know
wait
he
a
had to
minute,
say
but wait a
that.
minute,
That's a
but
PR
wait a minute.
stunt.
Did he
real quick,
specify? Did he hold on, Ian? Wait, I got to ask you. Did he specify? He don't put stock into the wins and losses, or not the game, because he better be putting stock into a preseason game.
He said right.
Go ahead.
No. He said right now he's more focused on the process. He's not worried.
Yeah.
If you again, he's focused on the process. He's not worried about. Again, he said he's going to keep things very vanilla. He laid his blueprint out for everybody that was
That's
listening.
in the context. That's in the context of W's and L's. That's not in the context of evaluating players. I mean, he better be putting stock into these games, into the live action. You know what I mean?
Well, they listen. Practice and joint practices have, according to him, are much more valuable than a fucking preseason game. No, bro, I'm not doing that. And again,
I think they should be equal. I mean, at least it's the same thing.
no, not me. I don't give a fuck about the preseason. No. Now look at Trey Moore.
What I'm saying to you is for evaluation and process purposes. Preseason game and a joint practice game are the same thing.
No, joint practices are way more competitive than what preseason games are. That's been that way for years now. It's been that way for years now. Oh yeah, Jeff Hafley, he pointed that out as well. He said this has been status quo for years now. Like teams don't put stock in the preseason game. That's why they implemented those joint practices. They started implementing those joint practices.
I don't understand what the difference is. Like they're just scrimmaging.
Well, the difference is it's more the joint practices, coaches, teams. Nowadays, more recently, they take it a little more serious, right? There's a little more. It's closer to what you would see as a regular season game than what a preseason game will be. Is generally here recently. So teams just don't put teams just don't put much stock in the preseason games, bro. They just don't.
That's news to me. That's all I'm saying. I ain't never heard nothing like that. It seems seems like an EM theory now.
But at the same time, it was tough to watch. But I mean, the crash out over third and fourth stringers is fucking ridiculous, bro. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous to be doing that. That is absolutely that's buffoonery at its highest level, in my opinion. Bro, shit, over third and fourth stringers, and yeah, they look good. You know, there are some things to be concerned about, in particular quarterback depth. Like, see, Quinn Ewers, like we had this discussion last week.
Off a cliff with the depth, that's the problem.
So we had this conversation last week about Quinn. Hang on, Crypto. Hang on. So we had this conversation about Quinn Ewers last week, and again, I was willing to extend Quinn a little grace in terms of how bad he looked. I chalked it up to being he looked like there was some sort of ailment there, right? We had that conversation, and then boom, the next day they come out and they said, well, he's been battling that a groin or oblique or whatever it is that he's been that he's kind of been fighting through. So that would make perfect sense. So I'm willing to give Quinn, extend him a little grace because he just he didn't look like the same athlete that he looked like the last 3 games of last season. So hopefully he gets back and he he'll round into form sooner rather than later. But these quarterback, but even him, though, if he's anything remotely close to what we saw last week, and man, that's definitely gonna keep me up at night a lot this year, over the course of the season. So, but other than that, I mean, bro, come on, listen, third and fourth stringers, bro. I mean, that is mind blowing to me. People are fucking crashing out over third and fourth stringers. That's got to be some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And we've all been exposed to some absolute illiteracy in this fan base since 2019. But man, that ranks up there at the top, bro.
What percent does the Tunis rank fall in that category?
They up there too. But
so are you penciling in Taj Washington for the practice squad after muffing the punt today?
I've seen enough of Taj Washington. He was going to get cut anyway. And you saw a lot of players what they've been doing in these preseason games. What they've been doing with a lot of these players that are on a bubble that are, more than likely going to get cut. They've been playing them a lot. Willie Gays of the world, Taj Washington's of the world today, right? A lot of players they've been playing, and again, I think they're auditioning. They got them out there to auditioning for the rest of the league to see, to kind of maybe, get a team to pony up a draft pick or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, man, can we just wait? I'm not even focused on the rest of the preseason. I don't want to hear nothing about no more preseason, no more preseason games, no more joint practices. I'm focused on week one.
So one more game, we got Tua next week coming up. Tua's coming down.
So once we get to week one, okay, well then that is when everything counts. That's when I'll start downloading information and really start to, refocus and really get a better assessment of this team. But to be crashing out and exerting all of this foolishness over preseason games,
honestly,
it's ridiculous.
Before you got here, I had just said, look, I think the stadium staff and the networks got more value out of the game today than anybody else, man, being the first game at Hard Rock.
Oh, yeah, I would agree. Because the shit was terrible, though.
Dress rehearsal, you know what I mean?
But you know what's concerning me? And this Trey Moore injury, like, I don't know if y'all have heard anything else about, how the severity. I don't know. I haven't. But to me, that's a concern because they invested a lot in this kid from the start, from OTAs, mandatory minicamp, and now training camp. Again, he came out of the gate a starter. They were hot. They kept saying, and reports kept coming about how impressive he has been on and off the field, in the classroom. They like the physical skill set that he brings, and they were going to lean on him a lot to play that Sam linebacker position this year. So I'm thinking in Jeff Hafley's defense specifically, the things that he was going to ask him to do and lean on him for this year. You know what I mean? The versatility, being able to play on the ball, off the ball, being able to rush the passer. He can be a reliable, pass rusher at times, obviously, because, his background at UTSA and then ultimately at Texas. But the versatility, the chess piece that he could have been this year, if this injury is something that's, really serious and going to keep him out an extended period of time.
What's the scoop right now?
I don't know. But who else on this roster has his skill set? That's what's concerning to me. Who else on this roster has his skill set? And I've been going over the depth chart, the last hour, and I'm like, man, I don't see anybody that meets that criteria. So the loss of Trey Moore, and again, I understand he's a rookie, a fourth round. I know what a lot of people I know what the narrative is going to be. Oh, he's a fourth round rookie. Well, call it what you want. Jeff Hafley was going to lean, and again, his words, not mine. He was going to be a big part of what they did defensively this year. I'm trying to figure out who is, if this injury is something that's going to keep him out for a while, who is going to be the player to step up that can fill that role. I don't see the player on the roster right now. So that was a big blow. So, but other than that, they the third and fourth stringers, they did look bad. Like there's like, you expected to see more. Like, man, they really, really looked. They didn't get off the bus today. You know what I mean? And you could see that's the first time I've ever seen. If you look at Jeff Hafley's demeanor after when he was at the podium, his post game press conference, go look at his demeanor and look at the look at his facial expressions.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
time
I was gonna say
first time I've
I was
seen
gonna
that
say
look
without
from
even
him.
looking at it, without even looking at it, let me guess. It looked like something like we felt like it was a long day at the office.
Yeah, first time I've seen him look like that. He looked like he
Disheveled.
he looked like, God damn, I cannot believe what I just witnessed. You know
Like,
what I mean?
God, we suck.
Yeah,
He
that
talked
was
just
pretty
like
bad.
Lewis. He's like,
I
God, we suck.
I think he really must have gave it to them players, because you look at Chris Johnson when he came to the podium, you look at how he looked, like somebody just, again, somebody just tore him a new one.
Tell the truth.
Um,
Tell the truth. Does
all of
Hafley
those
look
players,
like
bro.
does Hafley look like age progressed Jason Sarney? Tell the truth.
What's that?
Does Hafley look like an age progressed Jason Sarney?
I ain't willing to go there.
Tell the truth, man.
He just looked like
I
that.
am directly cross examining you.
Hey man, I don't know nothing about that, but he looked. That's the first time I've seen Jeff Hafley as a head coach of the Miami Dolphin look troubled. He's like, it just looked like he was like, man, I cannot believe what we just witnessed. So hopefully they can flush this one. Obviously they'll review the tape, and hopefully they can flush this one and
We're
get
on
over
to
it.
Atlanta, Ian. We're gonna see Tua next week. We're on to Atlanta.
You think Tua's gonna play next week? I didn't see him. I didn't see him out there
Yeah,
today.
yeah. I
Well,
think they're gonna
remember
play him.
for all
They
the
had
I think
Cooper
for
they're
all
Rush
the
moving
out
Mike
there
teams.
McDaniel's
starting
to
for them
the.
Well,
today.
remember EM for all there's a whole certain set of teams that are on a certain schedule where they would probably play their starters next week, us included, are one of those teams that kind of fit that pattern this year. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because we can't go, dude. We can't go from last week all the way to week one without these guys playing, bro. I mean, come on. They got to start this week. They got to play this week. Like the regular number one's a good dress rehearsal. Then you got 2 weeks to rest up before week one. You know what I mean?
I
I
wouldn't
doubt that's
risk.
going to happen. But
I
I doubt that's going to happen, but it should. And for a lot of teams out there, we're gonna like next week is the week where their starter, if it's not an upper echelon quarterback, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be playing their starter next week in sort of a dress rehearsal for week one. And so, to me, I think it'll speak volumes if the Falcons play Tua next week, dude. If he starts the game next
well,
week, I think that would shock the world. I think
I
that would be a direct signal that he's won the job over Penix, dude.
well, I looked for him today. He didn't play at all today. They had Cooper Rush out
Did
there.
Penix play today? Did Penix play today?
Who was that?
No.
Did Michael Penix play?
Only two
No.
quarterbacks play. Only two quarterbacks play. None of those
So,
Penix or Tua.
so Michael Penix hasn't played at all
No.
this preseason.
Mm-mm.
If he don't play next week,
I
Tua's
don't
the
know if he's
starter.
been cleared. I don't think he's been cleared to
If
play.
it, I didn't realize he was still that injured, bro.
But
Yeah.
Penix has been practicing though. He just hadn't played in the game yet. He's been a full go in practice. He been because he's been lockstep with Tua in that quarterback battle. But Tua looks, boy, man. Oh man.
That's why.
Oh
Okay,
we.
if Penix is healthy enough and cleared to play next week, and Tua starts, Tua took his job.
I don't know. I'm looking at Tua and I'm hearing reports and I'm hearing things about Tua. Like they don't know who the front runner is right now. You know, Tua has
That
looked
is sad,
bad.
dude.
Tua has had a
That is
bad
sad.
camp, according to what's coming out of Atlanta.
Well. Think about it, Ian. Remember, reverse psychology here, okay? And I know you're a student, right? So, if the Falcons wanted to shock the world and start Tua over Penix week 1, and Tua played the way he did last week, would you not want to keep him on the bench so nobody saw that again?
Mm.
So that
Man,
you could hype up the idea for the next 2-3 weeks that Tua is the guy, and the fumble is out of everybody's memory. You don't want him going out there another couple preseason games and stinking it up again if you intend him to be the guy.
well, it don't really matter what they do with Tua. Nobody fears Tua. Whether you want to play this
I
cloak
know.
and dagger stuff,
No,
whether you want to play cloak
I
and
fear
dagger
him.
or not.
I fear him for them. I fear him for them because they're a fairly close franchise to us, dude, down here in Florida. I kind of respect the Falcons and their fans. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him go through that.
Tua looks like a player. He looks like.
I think he's closer to retirement than he is.
Yeah, I
This
was
is
getting ready to
Atlanta,
say.
bro. How can hot Atlanta have Tua?
Tua looks like
Oh.
he's ready to check out officially.
Yes, he's
Call it
closer
the
to
clean
retirement.
bird. And when are they gonna? When he scores a touchdown, they're gonna call it the clean bird.
Instead of the dirty birds. And
Yeah, instead of the dirty bird.
Tua know he got that $50 million coming to him this year. He don't give a fuck.
right,
Tua
exactly.
don't
I
give a
forgot
fuck.
about that. If they do start him, he's gonna
Whether
be
he-
just like Russell Wilson was in Denver, bro. He's just gonna be like,
Yeah,
whatever.
that first
nail it
year,
in.
yeah.
Whether he stays home and plays
Yeah.
daddy, it don't matter whether he shows up or not. He got that $50 million coming to him. He don't give a
Right.
fuck. He don't give a fuck about them pennies the Falcons are paying him. He don't give a fuck about
Exactly.
that.
We gave
You know
him
what I'm saying?
permission, Ian. The Dolphins gave him permission to crap the season.
Yeah, which means
That's what
ain't
we did.
nobody touching my helmet. Which means nobody's touching my helmet if I play. You know what I mean? You even come close to touching my helmet, the ball's coming out of my hand.
He can be just as vague as anybody in those press conferences. Tell everybody they're eating chips and Funyuns and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Funyuns.
He
You
can
never
do
said Funyuns.
that. Yeah. He's sitting on your couch eating
I picture him to be he's a Lay's potato chips guy with that generic Publix brand French onion dip that you get at parties. That's what he is, dude.
And check this out. You want to see a losing franchise, EM? There you go.
What's that?
The losing franchise.
No.
Damn, Crypto.
That's the new league.
You gonna let him do you like that, Crypto?
That's the new league right there.
You gonna let him do you like that, bro?
That's the representative of the new league right
But
there.
I would have to say I definitely approve that message.
You
know what I'm saying?
All you want. That's a bad message. You approve it.
Yeah. So,
Hey, listen,
but yeah,
B. McD said that's Tua. Look, he said, "Oh shit," he said, "This is Tua."
Tua. That storm is coming. It's brewing out west. Shake.
Oh, the storm is coming. Oh, the storm is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
Dude,
cute.
hey, listen.
But at the end of the day, man.
Hey, check this out real quick. I want to keep it on basketball, right? Yeah, I'm a Heat fan. You know what I'm saying? But you ever see? It's like, dude. It's like you ever see there's these guys like, oh man, I'm dating Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, those Cowboy cheerleaders that you're dating, they're in their 50s, right?
Right. Yeah.
Way past their prime. I think that's how I feel about the Heat's roster.
Well, it's like these people that buy a 19
citizen date.
Jake, it's like the people that used to buy a 1984 Mercedes and be like, I drive a Benz.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about the Heat's roster right now. We
Yeah, the
got a
Heat's
lot of good
roster is
players,
getting
but
up.
they're past their prime.
I don't know what that
And
feels like. I only know what it feels like to have a highly competitive roster.
That loses to the
Only thing
Knicks.
I know is my roster is the deepest in the NBA. So I
yeah,
don't know.
that's what it is.
I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah.
I've never had that feeling. So our roster is the deepest in basketball. So again, I don't know
Who
what that
you
feels like.
who you talking about? The Knicks? Who
Yeah,
you
yeah,
rooting
I
for?
know. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know what that feels like. So it is
Oh
what it
man.
is. So we good over here. we real good over here. So
Man, Clay, Giannis, man, boy, I tell you. Mm,
trash,
man.
trash.
Now, 4 years ago, Clay, baby, but oh man, this I
They
can't even move sideways now with them busted knees he's got.
the Heat
He
look
can
Oh,
like
still
so
shoot, but
hey,
he can't move sideways.
the Heat might be a damn playoff playing team this year, bro. I mean, real
That's what
talk.
I'm looking
Like,
at. Yeah.
I
It
mean,
could be.
they could be candidates for the plan with Giannis. I don't deem Bam as like a legitimate guy.
Right.
He's a good player, but no, he's not one of
I think
those
he's
yeah,
a
but what
one.
solid
about
number
Bam? What
three
about Bam with
on a
Giannis though?
championship
I mean,
team.
that's a different story,
To
isn't it?
me, I'm glad you brought that up, Color, because to me, that's
Yeah.
gonna be
I don't
the
know. I'm
biggest.
asking a
That's
logical
the
question.
biggest
I don't know
riddle.
nothing about
That
basketball.
that's the biggest riddle that needs to be solved, in my
Right.
estimation.
Right.
How stylistically both players, how is that going to mesh? How are you
Half
going to be able to
picks.
play and find put them out on the foot, put them out and figure out how they
Could
can
it
truly
just make
be
Besides
could
maximized
it
playing
Aaron
make them
Gordon
together?
and
could it
Joker,
just make them
right?
more dynamic as a team? Like because one night they can throw out this angle and the other time they can throw this angle out. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And shout out
It should be
to
able to,
Jimmy
because if
Satterfield is an
Giannis goes back
OKC
to
fan.
his
Okay, that's what's
MVP
up.
days. Mm-hmm.
They got a championship not too
So
long ago.
yeah, OKC fan. Oh, I mean, I don't even know who that is. So we good here. We good
Now,
over
now,
here.
now remember, Em, I know very little about the inner workings of the NBA, so I'm just asking logical questions based on what you're describing to me. So don't think anything, as a
Yeah,
pushback
yeah.
or anything. I'm
Hey
just
man,
asking logical questions.
but you're different than a lot of these people in the community. Color.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of
have
these
zero stake in the
morons.
game. Like I have zero
A
stake in the
lot.
game.
A lot of these morons be posing.
I'm more
You
likely
know
to
what I mean?
debate the
A
like
Yeah.
I'm more likely to
lot.
debate whether the NBA
We
exists
got a
in
lot of
20 years.
posers in the community, bro. We got a lot of them. So,
The
but
Luka Doncic's fan club.
there's a
Is
lot
that
of
what you
posers
saying?
in the community, dog. Y'all know that. Y'all already know that.
I'm a
The
Germanic, so
Luka fan club. Oh, what Lou
I
at?
don't go with the Slavs, man. You know what I mean? I'm Germanic.
The
We got
Heat
That
though.
Celtic stuff can.
I I think the Heat are. It's going to be a big letdown. They brought Giannis in. I mean, shit. I'm looking Klay Thompson. I
Yeah.
mean,
You want to know
I'm
how?
looking
You
at that
want to know how?
roster,
They got
bro.
some
And
old. They got some
Yeah,
hey,
old
you want
players
to
man,
know how
left.
Germanics roll? You want to know how Germanics roll? Just remember who Heidi Klum is married to.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, by the
So
way,
Man, Giannis.
this is where is it? This is the original Wembanyama right here.
I remember that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, y'all
Yeah.
remember that gentleman that said that they
There
called
you
him the
go.
next Greg Oden 2.0?
Yeah.
Y'all remember
The
who that? I don't
original.
remember who it was. Somebody that moved around. Was it on Twitter? Or was it on
Uh,
YouTube? I forget who that
yeah.
was, dog. That called him Greg
So,
Oden 2.0.
Yeah, somebody going around the
so,
Twitter streets
so
is
yeah,
Yeah,
I
used
got
that as his
I got a question for you
Greg
I
before we
forget
get
who
off
that was.
basketball totally. Yeah,
Yep.
I got a question for you before we get off basketball totally. So that one guy comes out and he says he's going to join the WNBA, and we all know he's just like thumbing him in the eye. He's trying to make a point. You know what I mean?
And
I get it.
he should. He should.
Right. Of course. But so the point was made so well that the league even bought right into it and say, yeah, we're perfectly fine with it because they can't back out now, right?
Yeah,
So what
because again,
happens? See what happens? Half the league comes out and says, "Guess what? We've been men the whole time."
he should, because again, he's showing the world how ridiculous.
Well,
You
they
know,
said it's okay. Half the league said, "Oh, guess what? We're men."
they're showing the world how ridiculous that narrative that they've been trying to create and like having men playing women's sports and vice. Bro, that's so.
Yeah, that was
This world,
intentional.
I have no
He don't mean to
idea.
do it. He don't mean to do. Yeah,
The
he's kind
sad
of
thing
like,
is,
yeah,
You know,
that it's
Ian,
an. He's
you know what
saying
the
I hope a
sad
he's
thing
lot of
is,
people
bro?
exposing a
realize how
You know what the
non-issue
sad
ridiculous
thing is, man?
that sounds.
Hey, you know what the real ridiculous
because
thing
it
is?
doesn't happen at the
The part
professional
where
level. That's the point he's making. Again,
you have people
it's a straw
that
man.
consider themselves liberal, right? Like myself, right? Like I don't give a damn if people that consider themselves whatever want to play basketball, right? And I think that there should be accommodations made for anybody that wants to start a league. But here's the problem. When you say, how about a third alternative? They turn around and say, well, you're marginalizing me and not believing and not living in my reality. Why should there be a third league if I identify this way? So you can't even compromise with some of these people, man. You can't even say, okay, maybe there should be a league where
I don't even know
people
if they
can
be
be what they
asking for
want
that though,
And
and
now
we'll let
you
it
have
compete with
because
the
there's
other
no
leagues.
numbers to
now
suit
What I'm
now
saying is,
that anyway. So I don't
what I'm
even know if
saying
they're
is,
asking for
we can
that.
let that compete with the other league. It came up because, listen, bro, I lived in Hillsboro, Missouri for about 11 years, right? And whether you know it or not, as small a town as it is, Hillsboro became the epicenter back in 2017 for this issue because there was a kid at Hillsboro High School that wanted to use the girls' bathroom. And the whole school protested over it. The whole town this kid had the whole town marching up and down the one little street that goes through the town. National media was on it and everything. I lived 2 blocks away from the high school. And while that protest was going on, okay, that kid and his little blue pink haired friends were up at the McDonald's sipping milkshakes,
But
looking
unisex
back,
bathrooms
laughing
exist
at
at
the
all time.
chaos
That's always been a
they
solution.
caused, right? Now, here's the thing though. When somebody suggested we create a third bathroom for that kid, they said, no, that is even more discriminatory. That is you denying what my reality.
Okay. Well,
So you
anyway,
can't even
listen.
compromise, bro.
Listen.
No, but
Color.
unisex
We're getting.
bathrooms
That's
Listen.
all
We're
I'll
getting.
say on
On. Let's calm
that's why I
this
think
topic
it's a
down.
straw
There's
man,
I'll
something that I
stop.
don't want to talk
bogeyman.
about.
That's all I'll say on it. I'm done saying anything else on it.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, unisex bathrooms been existing since the beginning.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing. So
I
I
know,
don't. It's
I
not an
know.
issue.
well, in closing,
That's
I
why I
just
say
want
it's
to
a
say that
boogeyman.
you have Clarissa Shields, um, caught publicly calling out Rolly Romero, which is another male boxer, um, stating that she can beat him in a legitimate 12-round fight, 10 to 12 round fight. Like,
Him
man, bro,
in a
this
12
shit is
round fight.
madness. It is absolute
Well, they all
madness,
can beat
bro.
me in a
She
12
But
said
round
anyway,
she
I'm
fight.
can
not
beat
trying to
him.
political. I don't want to. I'm not interested in having to
No, real quick,
politicize the
let's shift right
conversation.
to
But
football.
it's just fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Can we shift back? Can we shift back to football? Because I
Yeah. For
wanted to
sure.
before you close the show down, Shake. I wanted to mention something about our schedule this year, and I didn't know because I haven't done the deep dive on it.
Hey man, listen.
They
When
pulled
EM
up
comes up, hey, listen real quick. When EM comes up, he gets. I give him an extra hour. I always make an extra hour for my man.
right on.
No, you ain't gotta do that.
So
You don't do that, Shake. That's your
Hey,
show,
you my
bro.
dog,
but it's
man.
cool
So
because
Good to you.
I'd like your opinion on this too. Like,
besides,
so
I
they
know you
brought
got a
up
phone call you
the
got to
On his
graph.
make
schedule.
in about 30
It's fine.
minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You're right, shit.
Well, I'm gonna be late. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 o'clock on the dot right now. I'm gonna be late.
Right.
That's supposed to be that 2
That
a.m.
It's
According to
3
y'all, it's
a.m.
supposed
for
to be
me.
that 2
2
a.m.
a.m. call.
conversation,
That's
right?
right. That is
It was
true.
It's the 3 a.m. call. What you talking about?
Shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, the
See,
3
that's
a.m.
right.
My
It's
call.
dog.
3 a.m. man.
Daylight
Get
savings
on real
time.
time.
Hey man, listen. Not to mention
So
you're not on the
anyway,
internet like that, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to
Yeah,
come late
internet
for that
fishing.
extra
Definitely
hour.
not. Definitely
for
not on
for
the internet
sure.
like that.
So, but
Mm,
yeah,
They
got to
brought,
do
so they
it.
brought up the graphic. So listen, they brought up the graphic on the TV about our games this year in relation to the uniforms that we'll be wearing in those games, right? And they showed the rivalries games gonna be like toward the end of the year, and they showed the
Hmm.
throwback games kind of towards the end of the year. But one of the ones they showed, what they were showing was all the special what the days were. So like each home game, it might be Students Day or Darth Vader Day or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they showed what they're celebrating in each different game. And we have a what something we've done quite a bit over the last 10 years or so. We have a Latin America celebration week, and we're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Is that game in Brazil?
No, we don't have no international
I
game.
thought we were done playing
no,
outside the country.
yeah,
Yeah, at
we don't
least for
have it.
this
We don't have
season.
any international games this year. I don't think.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
said
it. Yeah, we don't
versus,
have
so
no
that
prime
means
time at all.
it said versus the Chiefs. So that would mean it's at Hard Rock. When they use versus, it means that
You're the
whoever
home
versus
team.
is
Yeah, I was. Yeah, they're
like
they're
Yeah,
like we
playing.
say
Yeah, they're
at.
playing them at home.
Right, right. Okay.
that's
So
the
it's
first home
in my
game.
Mm,
right. Okay, so we're
Hmm.
doing the Latin America thing in Miami, which makes sense too, because there's probably just as many Latin Americans as you
Yeah.
know Latin descent people in
it's
Miami
always
as there
it's
is
always
in
a Latin
Brazil.
party jumping in Miami. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
well, exactly. Yeah, that's the
y'all would
nature
know
of the
better than me.
sound.
So
Right.
one thing I
We'll
could tell you
probably have a
is,
bigger population.
so color, check this out. So 1 year AFC has 9 home games. The next year NFC. This is NFC's year to have 9 home
To have
games.
nine
So
And we only
games.
got
Okay.
8. All right.
yeah. So
So who is that
whenever the
other teams,
AFC,
Jake?
whenever a team has 9 home games, that's when they get the international game, because they make the 9th game the international game.
Hmm.
So they
For
can still
us,
have
it's
eight
not
home games.
because, but our ninth game is the actual road
It's
game is the
49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the
we're
San
But
we're
Francisco
done with the
games.
international games for a
yeah,
couple
but
years, from
remember
what I
we
understand.
got 9 away games this year. That's why.
Yep. We got nine road games. Yep. The 49ers is the ninth one. Then next year it'll be 8 home games. It'll be what, Dallas? No, what,
Nine
Dallas?
nine
But we
home
play the
games.
whole division. Nine
Yeah.
home games.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll
that
be
that
We'll
somebody.
give
It'll
you
be
a team
that
this
somebody in
year.
the
that Dallas
south.
next year.
Yeah, Dallas is
that
next year.
Yep.
Dallas
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. We play the
wait.
Yeah.
whole
Oh
division
man.
again. We play
Oh
the
man.
Eagles, Giants,
You gonna set
Commanders,
up a
and
meet and greet, EM?
Oh man. Oh man.
yep.
Ian,
We
you
got
gonna
the
roll in on
Dallas.
one
Boy,
of those.
I
You gonna
can't
roll in
wait
on one of
for that one.
you gonna roll in on
We
one of
gotta
those
make.
Cowboys tour buses, dude.
We gotta
We
make
got
sure
like
it's
50
Boy,
of them roll up to
I
the stadium,
cannot
man.
wait for that one. I'm just waiting for that date to drop. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit
The
up,
thing is, we just gotta hope it's not Thanksgiving weekend because they always do that to
or
us.
hopefully there won't be an internet,
Ian's gonna
or
Ian's
hopefully it
gonna
Or
won't be
throw
an
on a
international
international
Michael
game.
Irvin
game.
jersey.
Yep.
Ian's gonna throw on a Michael Irvin jersey and sneak his way onto a Cowboys tour bus to make it over here.
Hmm.
No. Boy, I'm taking that whole week off. The whole week. Oh, I can't wait for that one. I'm telling you, it's been. I hadn't been to it. Last time I saw the Dolphins play was 2019. And the last time they
Wow.
played at the stadium.
Were
So
you at the
Yeah, I
Patriots
remember
game?
that game too.
what's
Were
that?
you at the Patriots
That
game that
Dallas
year?
game.
No. I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
I
I only
remember that the
seen.
Dallas
Yeah,
game.
Josh
We
Rosen
played
was
them. Yep.
starting quarterback.
Yeah,
Was he Josh
I've
that?
only
Yep,
seen.
that was Josh.
I've only seen Miami play in Texas. I hadn't seen them
Oh,
play
oh.
anywhere else. So I've seen them
I
play
remember
every time
Ian
they
was a
come to.
big
I've
Josh
seen them
Rosen
play every
fan.
time they played here. So,
I remember
but
Ian being a big
You
Josh
mean you're
Rosen
saying?
fan.
ooh wee, yeah, boy, that's gonna be ooh
So
wee
you was
wee
at the
wee.
old stadium, was you? No, you was at the new stadium. You was
No,
at the
no,
recent.
that was a new stadium in 2019. So
Yeah, that's the new. Yep.
yeah, so that was Josh Rosen when he threw that. I think
Yep.
his first play of the game was that he threw that. It was like a 40-yard strike to Devontae Parker Remember they
Yeah.
called pass interference on that,
They
and Parker
drove
still
back.
came down with it. I think it was Parker
Yep.
or Preston with one of them. Was one of them. And
Yep.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would have been Preston at that yet.
That
so
year we didn't have him yet. Okay.
so I remember this
we
fool.
had him in
think so.
2019. He was the UDFA.
Did we?
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this fool, this Dolphin fan. He was sitting like where we were sitting. It was predominantly Cowboy fans, but so he was saying, "That's our quarterback. We got our guy." After what? I said, "Bro, after one throw." I said, "After one throw, you already called him a franchise quarterback." Oh, okay, all right.
Franchise guy. You know how the Dolphins community is. They definitely. It only
I
takes
said,
one
okay,
throw, one
all right,
catch,
cool, bet,
one kick.
bet.
It all it takes.
Yeah,
One
I
single
said, all
action.
right. Well, we'll see how things go. I
They're
think
measuring the
Rosen got pulled.
Drakes.
Didn't Flo pull Rosen in that game too? I think he pulled him in that game.
He pulled them in the Monday night game. I remember him doing that. The halftime, some halftime shenanigan he did.
And again, whatchamacallit, what trips me out is again
The Jet game.
I like Rodriguez, but comparing him to Zach Thomas now is a bit premature.
No.
Yeah,
he's Lawrence
man.
Taylor.
Listen, yeah,
He's not Zach. He's Lawrence.
Especially since it's more likely that our next Zach Thomas is going to be some name we have not even heard yet.
No, why
we would never expect to be that.
why aren't they comparing Jordan Brooks to Zach Thomas? I would think he would be more appropriate, don't you think, in terms of production?
Yeah.
I don't recall anybody saying, "Oh, we got Zach Thomas. He's our next." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
John Offerdahl or whoever it was. You know what I mean? I don't recall anybody saying that. They just waited and
Robinson is our next Jason Taylor.
Right. Right, exactly, Jake. Nobody was like, Jason Taylor is our next whoever it was before him. You know what I mean? He just became Jason Taylor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So luckily the next Jason Taylor is just going to be some guy that becomes Jason Taylor. You know? It could be one of these guys, but likely these guys are on our roster right now that everybody's hyping up, that even the ones we drafted high, there's a really good chance that in 5 years they're going to be a memory. Just like everybody was that we drafted.
Who was hyping?
Just like everybody was that we drafted 5 years ago.
So who, like, again, I'm not on the internet like that. So who has been hyping what players and who has been hyping up what
you know
players?
what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, though. Like
the real deal, Em.
Calling people,
Kaz Merrick is the next Antonio Gates.
Oh, that's what they've been saying.
That's
the narrative.
Or the next Zach Thomas, or this guy's the next Zach Thomas, or whatever.
All right. Ian, let me bring you up to date. So Kaz Merrick is George Kittle, and Caleb Douglas. Listen, Caleb Douglas is a combination of
Randy Moss,
Justin Jefferson, Randy Moss, and Megatron.
Wow.
All in one.
Really? Oh, it's
Chris
like
Bell,
that.
Chris Bell is the one with Megatron's body. What are they talking about?
No. Well, I heard they were calling him Baby T.O. That's what I heard with Chris Bell.
Yeah.
So he was Baby T.O.
Same thing.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yeah.
200 and something pound, 6 foot something wide receiver. Yeah. That's the guy I'm waiting for.
Are they calling Caden Proctor Larry Allen? Are they calling him Larry Allen now or what?
Any Richmond Webb or Keith Sims or somebody?
Definitely. He's Tony Berselli. That's who he is.
Oh, is that who he is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool. Shit, I'm glad I've been off the internet. Damn, that is wow. That is crazy. But
we got a lot of Hall of Famers in the building. You just got to
be the next Jalen Phillips. Notice how nobody's saying that.
Has the Chop Robinson criticism kind of subsided a little bit since he's been not really? Oh, okay,
not really.
Well, at the end of the day, the regular season will be here, so
we got about 3 weeks.
You know what my approach to the
that's
community
another
is.
one. That's
So
another one.
21,
Even if
21
I was
days.
to compare Chop Robinson to one of the greats, it wouldn't be Jason Taylor. He doesn't look anything like Jason Taylor. It would be more somebody like that guy from Pittsburgh
Yeah.
that retired in his 90s. And he was like, 6'1" and getting in on the quarterback. What was his
you talking
name?
about
Washington
you
or
talking about
something?
James Harrison?
James Harrison,
Mm.
yeah. Or Sam Mills. You know what I mean? That's who I would like. If I was because of body type, I'd be like, oh, he has the potential to be one of those guys, not a 6'20",
No, James
toothpick
Harrison. Hell no.
that
James
can get
Harrison
in
was
around on anybody, like Jason
no
Taylor.
no. James Harrison was built like a freaking brick house.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he was short. But he was short, is what I'm saying. He was like
yeah.
6'3" or something.
Yeah, he was more he was more
Right.
considered smaller,
And
shorter.
and they did an expose on him later in his career, and he was saying how his thing was because he's so short, he can get underneath guys. He can get underneath their
Yeah,
armpit easier,
yeah.
a lot easier, stuff like that. So
Didn't he
I
go?
don't know. I think that people are wrong to underhype Chop Robinson too. You know what I mean? Because just because he's smaller frame and shorter, don't mean nothing because of guys like
Well,
Sam Mills,
well, I
and
think with
Harrison.
Chop. Well, I think with Chop with the criticism. I mean, again, you can Chop deserves criticism. I would never deny that, considering the season coming off a promising rookie year and then him regressing statistically last year. So criticism is warranted. But the issue is when you got morons in the community talking about, I forget who that was in a space a couple weeks back, and they were saying that they would cut him right now. And then the narrative is that he's
Remember, Ian, the same reason that he had a drop off statistically is likely the same reason that Jordan Brooks had an exponential more number of tackles than the number 2 tackler in the league because of the fact that our defense was on the field all day long, every game.
I said I said that as soon as last season ended, when we like people were kind of voicing their opinions on what is the most pressing need on the team. First thing I said is run defense. That's the biggest issue. If they aren't going to be able to fix that run defense,
but do you see how it all snowballs from quarterback, bro? Even the defense. I've been saying that since Tua's been here, bro.
But if you
can't keep the ball, when you can't keep the ball and get time of possession, you can have Ray Lewis's defense, and they're still going to get gassed, and they're still going to get burned in the fourth quarter.
But you have zero chance if you can't. And again, the Dolphins were, again, they have been able to run the ball, but they,
But what's our biggest? But real quick, Shake. What have I always said? Our biggest problem is in game flow. The third quarter, right? We can't score in the third quarter. That absolutely destroys our defense more than anything. It demoralizes them. It demoralizes them. It makes it lopsided in field position, time of possession, all of that. When we cannot put points up in the third quarter, that is the key to winning in the NFL right now.
Yeah, but I think
you don't score in the third quarter, you're cooked.
Well, if you can't stop the run, you can't do anything at all. I mean, literally, it kills your pass rush, right? It keeps it just decimates it affects every aspect of your team. You know what I mean? And again, biggest issue.
I would just simply say when you can't move the ball, you can say run, but it's just you can't move the ball for whatever reason.
Yeah, but if at least if you're strong up front and you're you
would be able to keep the ball. Right. You'd be able to move the chains.
If you're good against the run, you know what I mean? That allows you to have at least a puncher's chance in a fight because you minimize teams. You minimize teams on first and second down, and you get teams consistently over 60 minutes in third and long, in fourth and long situations.
Fair enough. But what about for 12 rounds? But what about for 12 rounds if you don't answer any of those punches you're taking?
Yeah, I
What
mean
happens by
it's
round
all
11?
important. It's all important, but you definitely you have to be able to stop the run and you got to be able to run the football. Those two things are a again, it's not rocket science. You see the better teams in the league generally that are playing in January, playing in December, January, and ultimately February. Those are the teams. Those generally wind up being the better teams for those respective years. You got to be able to do those two things. But to me, again, the most important thing is stopping the run because it affects every aspect of your team. It just decimates everything, especially if you're not a quality team offensively. Man, you talking about third quarter woes, color? No, bro, you
But that's what I'm saying. That's what
you
I'm
get
saying.
you have
When
to.
you statistically keep getting off the field, in other words, you keep getting a 3 and out for your offense to come back out and do absolutely nothing with the ball. How many more times could you be expected to do that? Like I said, if you're not returning the punches by round 10, you know what I mean? What's happening?
But at least if
Sure,
you're
you can
better,
take the punches,
but at, but at least if you're
but how
better,
long?
if you're good against the run, and and teams have to, they're the opposing team on third down.
Mhm.
If you're able to get the ball back, and get off the field on
I
third
think we
down,
consistently have
you can get
up
those
until the
additional
end.
possessions you're getting back to the offense because eventually I don't care how bad inept your offense you're going to be able to score some points. I mean, again, you don't have to be the greatest show on turf, but the more possessions you get, in theory you should. Your offensive coordinator
Right.
should be able over 60 minutes be able to figure out the flow, the opposing team what they're doing eventually, right? So if you're good against the run on third down and consistently, that helps obviously it helps that back end. They go hand in hand. It helps your pass rush. You're getting off the field. You're getting
That's
those
why that
additional
tush
possessions
pushes.
back to the offense. That
Mhm.
that's what
That's
I'm
why that
saying.
tush push is
That's the
so deadly,
priority,
man.
bro. That's the run defense will always be the priority. Is the number one priority you got because it just, bro. And then on top of that, if you weak against the run, what's the narrative? We're well, right? We know 100% of what that narrative surrounding this team has been especially under the Mike McDaniel era. So no,
As
bro,
a
I think
baby's ass.
I will take that to my grave. That is the first, and I think Jeff Hafley realizes that. You know what I mean? They upgraded the
Mhm.
linebacker room. I think they pretty much stayed status quo in terms of, on the interior. But I think they were trending. I think it's what gives me comfort is that the second half of the season they were a much better team against the run than what they were in the first half. So you had a lot of players that were trending upward the second half of the season. So I think he kind of
Mhm.
evaluated that situation and said, well, you know what? We don't need to make anything, we don't need to do anything drastic there. Let's just focus
Well,
on
I
getting.
think people underestimate. I think people underestimate how much edge containment we lost when we lost Cater Kohu, dude. I really think people underestimate that, bro. Like that was it.
Where
Where's he
is
playing
Cater
for
at?
now?
Oh, Cater's, I think he's in
He
Kansas
got
City, I
injured. He
believe.
got injured, and we ended up cutting him or trading him or whatever. But he
In
didn't
Kansas
play.
City? I think
Yeah,
he's in
he's in
Kansas
Kansas.
City,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought.
he is in Kansas City. Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Well, there you go. A smart team that knows what a tackler looks like.
But I think they'll be much better. They should be much better against the run than what they were. I don't anticipate them getting
If we
off
can
to a
get
slow
that edge
start this year
containment
like
back, we're
last year.
fine. That's, well, that's why what I saw today bothered me so much. I know it's third and fourth string guys. I get that, but the lack of wrapping up and and fundamental tackling, dude. Like that's where I'm like, oh man, where's Cater? Cater could be holding a class right now. You know what I mean? Like, uh,
I don't know why they opted not to bring him back because it's not like he broke the bank in Kansas City.
just just under what is it? Unsung, underestimated, bro. You know.
Mm.
So now Kansas City's defense is going to benefit from a guy that can show everybody how to properly tackle in the open
Mm.
field.
Yeah, Cater
Raw.
was. I love Cater's his
Is
skill
he
set.
primarily going to be
I always
switching all
thought
over the
that
field?
Cater would have been. I would have gave him a more serious look at safety. I think his skill set. You look at his
You
how
think
he
he was
plays the
Swiss Army
game.
knife him?
Oh yeah. Oh
He
yeah. Trust me.
I mean, virtually nobody gets by it.
If we had Brian
he
Flores, he would have made him a safety like Bobby. He did Bobby McCain.
I think he
Yeah,
play.
I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
I
virtually
think he
nobody
see.
Yeah,
gets
the
by it.
coaching man.
I think he sees the field. I think he sees the game through a safety lens. I've
Yep.
always felt that way about Cater. So
He's got such a wide base, dude. Nothing gets by him, bro. Like
he
virtually nothing gets by him.
he processes at an extremely high level. Like I said, he's a
hmm
corner,
hmm
but he plays like he sees the game, and he sees the
Well,
game
that's what it's
through
like.
safety eyes.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like to have control of your feet.
Yeah,
You feel like you can straddle. You feel like you can straddle from one side of the field to the other. You know what I mean? Like nobody's getting by
Mm.
you. You know,
yeah.
it
I
is
was a fan of
embarrassing.
Cater. I felt he
Wait a minute.
definitely
When
could
did
have.
the Giants go back to get Odell?
I think they
Cam
signed.
Newton.
They signed him
They
early
signed this year.
in the offseason, I thought.
Did
Yeah,
they?
yeah. He was playing today. I
Man.
saw him
hmm
play with him and Jameis Winston were playing.
Yeah, I see. I see watching
Oh,
the game. I'm like, wait a minute. He's in the
yeah,
game.
Odell is
Odell is
washed.
Oh,
he's a
that's what they
journeyman
meant.
now.
Oh, that's what they meant. I was watching the local news report in
He's
silence
a
at the
journeyman
restaurant,
now.
and they said Odell returns to Miami. I'm like, no. And they were talking about with the Giants. All right, okay,
Odell
Yeah,
Beckham
that's
oh,
interesting.
pretty much
Yeah.
Odell Beckham is the equivalent to Klay Thompson.
Yes, pretty much. That's a good
Odell is
analogy.
washed.
Yeah. He
He,
washed up. He's old. He's a senior
yeah,
citizen.
I don't think he's
I'll
even gonna
give
make
it.
that team. To be honest with you.
Mm,
Wait a minute. You
So
think he's getting cut?
mm.
yeah. I don't think he's gonna make that team. I don't know. He might.
Mm.
I just don't think so. He's clearly
Well,
his
who
best
else
days
do they
I
are
have
think I
clearly
think
behind
Joe's
besides
him.
getting cut.
Malik? Besides Malik Neighbors, who else do they have? I mean,
Scatterboo was on there.
I'm
Did
talking about
y'all
wide
He
receiver.
did y'all see Jalen Waddle the other night? Yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, I did. I saw him. Yeah, yeah, I
So
saw.
oh,
He was running the
so
same route too.
so he caught a couple balls. He had that one explosive. So I figured that would create a narrative in the community
Mhm.
too. By the way, so again, me not being on the internet, y'all would know better than me. So was that narrative created by folks or what?
I have no idea,
Oh, okay.
but I still say good riddance. I still say good riddance.
So he had that
Wait
one.
till it matters. Wait
He
till it
had that.
matters.
He had that one explosive, and I can imagine. I start laughing. I said, "Here we go." I can imagine what the narrative being created as we speak.
Yeah,
So
well, wait till the
Mhm.
moment. Wait till the moment comes. Yeah, wait till the moment comes, and he's gonna shudder like a little kid, dude. Watch.
I am disappointed though. I was hoping to see Malik a little bit.
Me too. Me too. That's
Today
why I turned on the
I
game.
wanted to see
I
him.
have my I have my super box all updated. I'm all ready to go, and I'm like, I saw two plays. I'm like, this man.
Super box. What is that?
Oh, I don't know. You didn't hear it from me.
Super box. What the fuck is a super box? I don't know what that
A
means.
super box.
I don't know what
It's
that
a
is.
super box. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
very super box.
Well, I know I got a
Super,
super box. It ain't
super.
cut.
Well,
It,
well,
I don't.
super is a prefix that means above.
Oh, I hear you.
Uh,
I hear you.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I wanted to see Malik a little bit today, man. I guess we're gonna have to wait till the regular season. But yeah, in
Or
a
over.
nutshell, that was some ugly football. It was difficult to watch. But at the same time, I'm just keeping things in perspective. And I just don't think, it's now is nowhere near the time to hit the panic button. Like this is what the
Mhm.
preseason is all about, bro. Like so
EM, are you saying I got a 3D printer now? Are you saying I should print out some aquamarine panic buttons for my
no.
show?
No.
Hand or
It's
hand him out at the stadium. Hand him
it's
out at the stadium.
way too premature to be doing that, bro.
Yeah.
So let's just wait and see. The regular season is coming. Listen. I just hope y'all, because again, I'm gonna do my part when I'm on the internet. You know me. I'm keeping them receipts, and I'm coming for I'm coming for folks' necks, right? And holding people accountable. So I hope y'all do the same. Again, I understand it might make some people feel a little uncomfortable to do that, but I live for it. So at the end of the day, the regular season will be here, and once that information starts to be the real information, right, starts to be downloaded, and when things are not adding up with a lot of these narratives, listen, man, folks put themselves in these situations every
So,
year. So,
what do you think about our opponent for week 1?
the Raiders, I think we'll be fine in that game. I think the Raiders are still they're a work in progress, just as we are as well. But I don't there's nothing that I've seen from the Raiders from at the quarterback position defensively. You know, there's nothing that I've seen. Again, I understand it's early and it's preseason, but I don't think the Raiders improved that much from what we saw last year. You know what I mean? So there's nothing that I've seen. There's nothing I've seen now. You can say they might have upgraded their running back room, which I think they're going to have a decent year running the football. But I just think I don't think they're going to be. I think our run defense is going to be much improved, and I don't think them running the football, their ground attack is going to be much of a threat to us in week 1. So if that's the case, if Kirk Cousins is in a situation where he's forced to drop back 40 times in that game, I like our odds if that scenario comes to fruition. But other than that, I mean,
so take Miami for an interception. Take Dodson for an interception. Kirk Cousins loves to throw INTs to linebackers, dude.
So no, I'm not really too concerned about the Raiders. Now San Francisco, on the other hand, week 2.
You know how many people in vertical leap to intercept Kirk Cousins? Like how many linebackers do that to him, bro? It happens all the time, man.
So
he doesn't have really good vision when he scrambles.
But we'll see. You know what I mean? The regular season is coming, and the regular season is coming. Real quick though, Shake. I saw a comment earlier. Who was that? Oh, Game Boy. Hey man, salute to the homie. He said that salute gentlemen, salute EM. EM question if we had the number 1 pick in this coming year, who would I draft?
Yeah, the Game Boy 305, man.
Yeah. That's he one of the day ones.
Yep.
I mean, it's a little difficult to answer that question right now because I think a lot of how this season goes is going to dictate on, who the Dolphin draft, who they opt to draft for their first round pick next year. So obviously, the focus is going to be at quarterback. If Malik is for some reason turns out to be underwhelming and they have bet, he turns out to not be the guy.
What if we get a Nick Foles run from Malik and it's fun and we get close? Who do you draft then? Because I know you'll still be drafting somebody. You know what I mean?
What's that?
Like, what if we make a Nick Foles run with Malik and it's like, oh, praise God. You know what I mean?
Well,
I know you still draft somebody, but do you still go like full boat with drafting a number 1 guy and all that?
No. If so, you're meaning a Nick Foles run in terms of a Super Bowl run?
Well, and also performance. I mean, bro, I ain't a Nick Foles hater, bro.
Oh, well, again, that would mean, if he's on a Nick Foles type of season and they go to the Super Bowl or they make a deep playoff run, well, that would, generally for the most part, that would mean that Malik is the guy. So quarterback would definitely.
I'm the only one comping him to Nick Foles. Why am I the only one that sees Nick Foles in him, dude?
Yeah, you out on that island by yourself, Colo. No, I don't see me. I don't
I
see
can
Nick
tell you
Foles in
why.
him. I see a young I see a young Russell Wilson is what I see. I'm not talking about the Russell Wilson in Denver. I'm talking about that dynamic Russell that was in Seattle
Mm.
in his
And
prime years.
that guy too. It was supposed to be the left hand version of him, or the right hand version.
I never saw Russell Wilson in Tua. I never made that comp with. I would never see
Everybody
that.
saw more Drew Brees. Everybody was comparing him to Drew Brees.
Yeah, I never saw Russell Wilson in Tua, bro.
Yeah, that too.
But I do see
Well,
that. I mean, he was nowhere near. He was never as talented as Russell Wilson was. Like people forget about how good and how talented Russ was. I mean, Russ was the guy. He was on a Hall of Fame trajectory till he went to.
I just thought it was because he was short, and the plan was to roll him out, run and shoot and throw bombs to Tyreek and Waddle. That's what I meant.
No, I just never saw like the talent never matched up. With Russ and now Malik.
What killed Russ was when he lost his mobility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
exactly
he
when he lost his ability to evade that edge rusher and get out and throw moon balls to Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett.
But no, well, I think what happens with Russell and again that crypto. I've had this argument with several people over the years, crypto, about the Lamar Jackson narrative, about how those more run first guys come into the league and they become so reliant on their legs, for the most part, because again, they've been playing that way their whole life. So it's difficult from a player coming from playing a certain way their whole life, not just for 2 or 3 years in college, but their whole life. And then you're coming into the league and you're asked them all of a sudden to be a more stationary type of player and win from the pocket and be on time and be structured. Like that's a difficult transition to make. So
they went
Russ
from
was
throwing a bunch of chemicals together to mathematics.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was no different. He fell under that. He fell in that. He fell under that criteria as well. Yeah, Russ, as long as he had his athleticism and his wheels underneath him, he was dynamic. But as you get older, and your athleticism, is taken from you, right? Father Time is undefeated. Well, again, what aspect of your game do you have to fall back on to where you can still maintain that level of impact? Very few are able to make that transition. Very few. That's a thing. I can remember people.
You end up a foot short of the goal line in a Super Bowl or in an NFC Championship game. You know what I mean?
And Malik, you see the approach that they're taking with Malik, right? All off season, OTA's mandatory minicamp camp. When Jeff Hafley came out and he said at the podium that their approach with him this year was again to make him a more stationary player. Like they wouldn't even allow him to run and improv in mandatory minicamp and OTAs. So they understand. I mean, like I can remember people telling me that I was crazy when we would have that argument. Oh no, that the pocket guy is a dinosaur. That's not a thing. And this league it's evolved now to where the mobile guy is the arrow. Bro, listen, I'm not saying the mobility is not important. It is. And again, with the league being as more athletic now and the game has sped up quite a bit, yeah, you need an element of that. But the game will always be won from the confines of the pocket. It will always, that is football, right? So at the end of the day, so now you see, I can remember people saying that's not a thing, that which is crazy to me. But hopefully now you see, players like Russell Wilson, you see players like, you look at Deshaun Watson, right? He is the poster child, the literal poster child of this narrative. Because remember how dynamic he was in Houston when he had that wide open spread offense that Bill O'Brien had implemented, and he had free reign to improv and go off script as consistently as he needed. Now, as soon as he got to Cleveland and got in that West Coast system, which again, if you understand, what is the requirement, what is emphasized more in that scheme and that format than other aspects of offense. Again, timing, staying, winning from the pocket, being on time, being accurate. I knew when he went to Cleveland, and I had that conversation with many people privately. I said that Deshaun going to Cleveland is going to be the biggest mistake he ever made, because I don't know if his skill set would translate to that system. Now, if they're going to copy and paste a lot of what he did at Clemson,
but the problem is 80% of the teams are running it now. So it's like the 20% of the teams left aren't teams that would contract him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and yeah. To your point, though, yeah,
the Patriots, the Steelers, the Ravens. Those are like very few of the teams that aren't running the West Coast.
Yeah, it's taken over. It's completely taken over the league now. Some variation of it. So now he has never been the same player. And again, he's another athletic player that relied so heavily on his athleticism and mobility.
Real quick. That's also why it's taken over the league, because it's highly variant. You can change it a lot, and it's still fundamentally a West Coast. You know what I mean? That's why you go from Kyle Shanahan all the way to Mike McDaniel and everything in between.
But I think the primary reason why it's taken over the league is because think about what it emphasizes. It emphasizes fundamentals. You know what I mean?
It's modular.
It emphasizes. It puts a little more emphasis on fundamentals as opposed to generally now, what it has been historically. Now, you've had, again, like you had Sean McVay, he's kind of broke the mold recently. You look at Green Bay.
Andy Reid. Look what Andy Reid's done with it.
Andy Reid was a true, again, if Bill Walsh is the grandfather, Andy Reid and Mike Holmgren were like, they were like,
right. The proteges.
So, but you've seen coaches kind of go away, kind of break the mold a little bit. You've seen it with Jeff Hafley. You've seen it Green Bay. You're seeing it with Mike McCarthy now, where obviously you got Aaron Rodgers up there, but you've got Drew Allard in the fold. And I felt like a system
Kyle is a spitting image of his father from Denver. You know what I mean?
But see, if you have a player coming into the league like Malik Willis, like Drew Allard, like, again, a lot of the conversations surrounded Taylor Green in the offseason, players like that, Deshaun Watsons of the world, players like that, to me, if they're able to make the transition, players that are more athletic than being a quote-unquote structured player, the West Coast system is the perfect system to go and learn under, because it focuses more on fundamentals, mechanics, being able to play on time, staying on schedule. Those are the more fundamental aspects of the position. And it emphasizes it a little more, I think, than a lot of other systems. That is why I think, because it accelerates development at the position. It's all up to the player to be able to apply, to learn, you know what I mean? And then regurgitate and apply on the field what they learn in the classroom. Is up to the player. But at the end of the day, the system, the requirement, the emphasis, the foundation of the system at quarterback, it emphasizes those fundamentals a little more, and that accelerates development in players. So, but I think that's the primary reason why it has taken over the league, So, but at the end of the day, John Elway had to make that transition.
It's highly modular, which means that it can work well with the business aspect of the league, like the salary caps and shuffling in and out players. You know what I mean? Because it's a highly modular system. The way you win this year might not be the way you win next year, because your money dictated that you had to swap these and this and that and the other players out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you got a guy, really the master of that is Andy Reid, because you look what he's got. He's got the full conveyor belt system going on out in Kansas City, where he can just take player after player, position after position. Stuff gets unbalanced, and he balances it right back out. And in the meantime, we're gonna adjust our modular West Coast system to do this week, because this and that is missing, or whatever. You know what I mean? Look what they've done with a 50% catch rate from their wide receivers, and they win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
decimated with injuries, and they win the Super Bowl.
But yeah, it's I think that's the reason why it's dominating the league right
Mm-hmm.
now. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at John Elway. John Elway had to make that transition. John Elway he was literally Josh. What we're seeing from Josh Allen now. Well, really, I think John Elway at prime. He was even more dominant than what Josh Allen is because he actually got his teams to the Super Bowl. He just got he got beat by a better team.
Yeah.
But John Elway,
Hey,
as
say it. He
dominant
got
as he
waxed.
was,
He got waxed
Mike,
by a better team, 55-10. Worst Super Bowl loss in history.
Mike Shanahan had to tell him, "Look, listen, bro. All that backyard football, we're gonna have to scale that down tremendously. You know what I mean?" And it was a transition for him. He went through it, and again, he was able to have a lot of success in terms of Super Bowl success once he made that transition. But it's difficult. A lot of players, bro, like you ask a player to be playing, and this is relative to any position on the field. You get a player playing a certain way their whole career from middle school, and then all the way up to college, and all of a sudden they get to the NFL. They're asking you in 3 to 4 months to get on the field and play and be a functional player. They're asking you to completely change, abandon everything you've been taught up until that point. Like that is a difficult transition to make. A lot of players don't. Some do, but a lot of players don't. So we'll see if Malik can make that transition. But I think with Malik, though, we have a reference point with him to where, again, he's flashed enough on film to where you can feel, I feel a little more comfortable that he might be one of those players that can successfully make that transition. So we'll see. But, I don't think Malik is going to be a disappointment at all this year. Like, if he turns out to be anything remotely close to what Tua was last year, that will be the surprise of the season for me. So I think Malik is going to be one of the ones that can make that transition, but we'll see. So, but yeah, that system is dominating the league for a reason. So, I think Drew Allard, you look at him going and really sitting under Mike McDaniel, Mike McCarthy's tutelage. That's going to benefit him greatly if he's able to A, work, and then B, he's able to apply what he's learned, on the field. So yeah, he looks a hell of a lot more impressive. He looks a lot better than what he did at any point at Penn State. I know it's preseason, but you can clearly see he looks like a different player.
Hell yeah. My goddamn boy. Yeah, football's almost here, Ian.
Hell yeah! I'm done with the preseason. I'm done with all the talking, all the back and forth, all the foolishness. I'm done with all of that. I cannot wait till week 1 gets here.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till week 1 gets here. So
I can't wait till Minnesota game, man. I'm getting my tickets to Minnesota.
You gonna try to go talk to Flo?
Yeah. Come back, man. Come back, goddamn it.
Hey man, don't get stole on now. He might see that. Hey, Flo will see that damn Dolphins jersey. He might think you trying to run up on him, dog. Don't get stole on now, Shay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Nah, Shake's wearing his Iggy shirt, his Iggy jersey for that game.
You know Flo he don't play that.
Flo will understand. Flo will understand the message.
I bought a brand new jersey for that, by the way. I have a brand new jersey I haven't worn yet. So,
hey, Flo don't play that. So, hey, man, you just got to tread lightly with him. Kind of, approach it.
I mean, beat in high shoes.
Boy, man, I wonder what I would love to be a fly on the wall when we finally cut to I would love to be a fly on the wall in his office when he up there on his TV in his office and he see at the bottom of the screen breaking news: the Dolphins have just released Tua Tagovailoa. I really wish I could be a fly on the wall to see his reaction when that actually happened. You can imagine. They just now cutting this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine what he was saying, bro. So,
Yeah.
but he said, but I know what he said. You know, after he after they cut him though, I know he had to shift his focus to because Atlanta they played Minnesota in Minnesota this year, right?
Uh, Possibly.
I think they do. So he had to refocus. You know, he been once that once he um damn, I lost my train of thought, bro.
Once he realized that two is in the NFC now.
No. Once the schedule dropped and
Right.
it was announced that they would be playing Atlanta. Oh, he marked that on his calendar. You already know. You already know.
Mm-hmm. Let's see
So
what week that
so
is.
I don't know what this let's see, blowing CBD
Ooh.
clouds 8359. He said I can't think of anything more stupid Willis having having Willis be a pocket passer. And on top of that, the wide receivers are ass. You care to elaborate on that? Why is that a stupid narrative to you? Why is that a stupid idea?
Hmm.
Color, you know,
I don't
can
know. I mean,
how is
I'm
that?
trying to. It seems to me even the guys that can run, the ones that win the Super Bowl, they don't like do it as a matter of course. They do it in the part of the game where everybody's like, "Damn, we need you to make a play," and it just happens. I don't know if it's like I don't think Kansas City is coaching Patrick Mahomes to do anything but stay in the pocket and
I
pass
don't.
from there. You know what I mean?
I wish he would elaborate on that. Um, I don't. And what does the
I mean,
wide
nobody's
receiver?
telling the league not to
What is
run.
the Yeah, I don't
Which
get that. I guess the
and which
freaks are coming.
receiver?
I guess the freaks are coming out. So and that might be the cue. That might be your cue, Shake, to go on and shut things out. Shut it down. Because the freaks, it seems like the freaks are coming out. So I don't
Well,
know,
they be
man.
waking up over here. It's 4 o'clock.
I don't know. I don't understand that one.
I don't know. I think he was